Evening, everybody. Hi, greetings. It's Rina Astera time. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Jace. Hi, Afterbirth. Hi, Killrock. Hello, Captain. Hello, Stream Elements. Hello, Cry. Hello, Kyle. Hi, View. Hi, Bastion. Hi, Stag. Hi, Danny. Hello, Amali. Hello, Ahmad. Hello, Brox. And hello to all the lurkies. Hi, Ver. Hello, Tuki. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are y'all doing? How y'all doing? I am doing okay. I'm doing all right. How am I doing? It's a little hot. That's the only thing that's unfortunate. It got hot again. It was almost like, it felt like for a while it was gonna get cold again and we were gonna finally get into the fall weather. Which is some of my favorite, because it's like cold but not too cold, and there's like no bugs, or few bugs, unless you count like a bunch of black flies or whatever, depending on where you live. But, that's probably the only thing up with me. EP almost fell asleep in traffic. Well, that's not good. I hope you weren't driving. Hi, Madamus. Hello, hello, hello. You put your autism... Actually, that's the Cocoa Melon for you guys. That's Cocoa Melon for you guys, because of your attention span being rotted by TikTok and such, so... Hello, hello. Ooh, mommy, ooh, why did mommy leave me? Ooh, because you were being a bad boy. That's why. What's in the background? Oh, it's Rusty's retirement. Rusty's retirement? It's an idle game. There's like so many idle games now. But I put in the background for Cocoa Melon for you guys, because I know you guys will get, like, you'll just distract if I don't jingle keys in front of you. It got so hot yesterday, but it's good time today. I mean, it's okay, but it's fall. It's supposed to be a little cooler now, isn't it? Cool farm. I like your table that spins food. It's the alchemy machine. We're gonna revive my dead mom. I think I didn't get Rina too bad. I didn't miss Rina too badly. I guess stream motivations start getting... Ah! That sounds really healthy and good, probably. Oh, I was driving. I survived, though. This is why I don't drive. A lot of this behavior seems really concerning to me. Yeah, I was in the 90s today. What does that mean in real temperature? Like, can you say that again for no particular reason? Bad boy! You're a bad boy after birth! What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? What'd you eat? Don't look away. Don't hide. Don't eat it faster. Why are you swallowing it? At the kitchen table with my whole family right now, by the way. Oh, well, I haven't said anything super sussy yet. Hello, Jace's family. Hello, hello, hello. This is our weekly Bible study. Please open your Bibles to Corinthians 6:7. Did you say something? No, I didn't say anything at all, actually. Summer ended for me about a month ago. See, it's supposed to be over. It's supposed to be over, but still really warm. Actually, in Japan right now, this is like prime hot time, because it's like super muggy. And it's like super... Because in Japan and Asia, it's really wet heat, which really sucks, because you have to take a shower twice a day, because you're so sticky. It's 31 degrees Celsius yesterday, so that's crazy. I hate that. I'm definitely... You're using the... You're using me talking to you like a dog? There's no way that you can use that. Bible study? Yeah! Yay, Bible study is back on the menu. Bible study class. You're like literally like magic. You said hello and they all walked up to go do something. Because I was talking about Bible study. Pretty a-religious family. I clicked the wrong stream. Also, which Corinthians? 1 or 2? I don't know what that is. These are all the books I can name the Bible. Genesis. Corinthians. Oh boy. No, there's more. I know more. There's more. Psalms is one. And I know there's some acolytes, but I don't know if they all had books. I know some saints, but I don't know if they all had books. Sorry, let you know the last one. New Testament. Isn't the Testament that? Isn't that the name of the whole? Is that the name of the book, or is that the name of the whole section? Like. Because, like, Matthew... I wasn't sure if Matthew had one, because Paul didn't have one, right? Did Paul have one? Because, like... Okay, I don't actually know that much. Like, I know a lot of stories in the Bible, but from my understanding, it's like... So everything in the Old Testament was, like, old One Piece, and everything after in the New Testament is everything, like, post-time skip in One Piece. That's my understanding of the Bible. Not even Apocalypse is a book? You're a liar. There's some sick freaks out there. The dog talking one? Really? You know, the last is it New Testament? John, Paul, Ringo, Jordan. That can't be right. is the whole Okay, so it is post-time skip, but there's multiple books in there, right? Paul wrote Corinthians 1. Why did Paul not name it after himself? Why did everybody else name it after themselves, but Paul was like, Corinthians? Is that like his favorite anime character? New Testament is like the sequel, probably not canon even. Well, depending on the religion. Yeah, Paul wrote like half the New Testament. Why didn't he just call it Paul? Why did he call it Corinthians? Don't forget the book of VTubers. What is that? Which book is that, huh? Paul was like Jesus' buddy. But Jesus had like several buddies. Didn't he have like 13 buddies or something? And then like the 13th one, Judas, was like a bad boy. It's like how Americans would feel they use. Which is crazy because I'm an angel. I should know this stuff, but I don't know. They were letters to various churches. Corinthians was a church in Corinth, and he wrote 2 letters. Oh, wait, though, why are some of the other books named after the apostles? Huh? The Paul books are named after the letters. Is it like the naming convention changed after the New Testament? Like the New Testament, they're like, let's stop naming it after ourselves. Let's start naming after churches. How goes Rina? Hello, Heavy! Welcome. We're not playing Kitty Crush. It's called Rusty's Retirement, okay? It's an idle game in the corner. This old man robot. You know what I just realized is that this is also a clanker game. Uh-oh. Thought you specifically weren't like biblical. I'm not a biblical angel. Supposedly. Isn't there a yaoi version of the... Is there? Jesus is jealous because he found out Jesus wasn't sleeping with the only interest. He was super yanny. Yeah. Well, it's like that's the problem when you're a gay man and you date a non-gay, which is a straight man. Because he's gonna try to get married or whatever. Like, that's why he's with, Mary Magdalene, you know? Becca, Book of Two Kings has a bald guy mauling children. He's only the books that... What is Two Kings? Book of Two Kings? That's not a book, is it? That sounds like a yaoi. Okay, but he's like an old man and he needs all these other robots to help him. There's the 4 Gospels, which is basically 4 people's retelling what happened to Jesus. Then there's a bunch of letters to various churches telling them why they suck. Try again. Why did they... And then Luther... And then Luther came and he was like, all of this sucks. All of this sucks. We need new stuff. New books. Yeah. Revelations is... Oh! I thought... It's not a game. Isn't that the 3rd Fire Emblem game? I love that... I love Fire Emblem. So there's a King James version of the Bible. I have no idea what to flip on it. Stop. That one I do know. That one I do. I know the King James Bible is the most popular version of the Bible. And that's it. That's it. I thought no Bible would ever be useful in a VTuber Satsu. Why are we talking about the Bible? Oh, I brought it up. 90% of the conversations here could end that way. I'll be like, what the hell are we talking about? And then it was my fault. The Bible is everything yaoi, incest, sex with animals. Pretty good read. They were boning angels in Sodom and Gomorrah. That shit was crazy. The 2 kings and I, the news. That has to be a yaoi, right? There was the King and I. There's that old... I watched it on like an old VHS. It was like the musical version, but I don't remember anything from it. My bad, your fault. It's never my fault. In my house, it can never be my fault. So I don't know what you're talking about. Guys, I went to sleep late last night. Whoa, birds, flies, fish swim. But it was also because I was working really hard on the presentation for tomorrow. I haven't even heard about the FMT for though kind of weird doing that. Hi, Kyle! Oh, you taught me what that means, and I'm trying to... And my memory's trying to bring it back, but I don't think I should. I feel like it's the door in Chainsaw Man, and I should not open it. So I'm not gonna interact with that thought much longer. But how are you doing? Part of why I'm eepy? But nobody here has a good sleep schedule, except maybe Olhun. But even then, Olhun's ruined it for me a lot. No, I was gonna bring the boy from the book, God said no Mpreg. I don't know how to respond to the info. I was like, the ramifications, I'm like, they could bring 2 extra. They could bring 2 men and then 2 women. Then you'd have extra in case one of them dies. Honestly, it's kind of faulty that he only brought 1 of each. He should have brought extras just in case. It's like when you buy a limited edition of game and you buy 3 copies. 1 for display, 1 for playing, and 1 just in case one of them breaks, you know? Don't open the door, Rina. I won't. I'll try my best. Just Google. I'm not Googling it! Last time, every time I Google something you guys tell me on stream, I feel like I unlock a new trauma. And I get like a new psychic lock in my brain. Tomorrow you're gonna teach me the blood types, right? Yeah, of course. But yeah, I was working really hard on the presentation. Like, I was only gonna start it last night, but I spent like 2 hours working on it because I had like so many things I wanted to add to it. And I realized I'm like, I like doing these presentations for you guys. I'm pretty sure I have another whole stream presentation about Yaoi I could give you guys. Because you guys probably don't know a lot about it. That's how Catboys came to be. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think Catboys came to be from a sick, perverted, What is the origin of cat kimono Mimi? That would be a really interesting research topic, actually. Really love your presentations. Yay! I'm glad you like them. I'm excited. I'm excited too. I just hope that I'll get it done in time, and that also it won't get banned because of imagery. I'm not showing you guys porn or anything. Like I would ever do that. I've never done that ever in my life, and never on this channel, of course. But you know, YouTube's really touchy these days. Talking about the blood type. You're such a... What is POS? Positive? That's not a blood type! A positive! Oh! Funny joke, little man. You think you're so funny. I'm generally so excited for President Yellow when you teach... Oh, you really? Aww! You know, I almost became a teacher. And then I took an arrow to the knee. Would you show us bugs mating? Do you think that'd be TOS? Do you think that'd be TOS? How do bugs mate? I know some... I remember talking about here before about how some, like, hermaphroditic, like, slugs and stuff like that, they just stab each other and then, like, eject their sperm into each other, which is kind of cool. But, I mean, I can't say so. I was literally just talking about Bible study. There's a lot of TikTok and Twilight ABO, but I don't know this. Twilight ABO? You did show us Kiss X. I didn't show you guys it. I didn't show it to you guys. You guys found it of your own volition separately from me. Do not trace me as your dealer. I didn't do shit. I tapped the follow-up no fast before chat thought I was... I mean, chat always thinks... Actually, no. Chat always thinks Afterbirth's a hater. You did make such a great drug teacher. Everyone thinks you're gonna go into teaching and be like Robin Williams, and you're gonna be like freedom fighters, and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna teach all these impoverished children to love to read and to love education. But no, that's not what it's like. These motherfuckers are always making like dirty jokes at you. They're always on their phones. They're calling you chopped. They're calling you unk. That's not what teaching's about. These kids, it's over, man. Education's over. Now TikTok's teaching all your kids things. Do you know the kids don't use Google anymore? They just type into TikTok. They type into TikTok the search bar what they want. Or some of them don't even look for it. They just know that eventually if they scroll along TikTok enough, the algorithm will predict what they want to know and it'll just come up naturally. The kids are cooked, bro. They don't know how to Google things anymore. And you'll be like, oh, back in my day. No, because the older generation, I would say Gen Z, and even younger, like millennials, they're cooked too. They don't Google anything anymore either. They just use ChatGPT. They go chat, and they're referring to ChatGPT, and it's like, tell me about this thing. And it's like, why, guys? Why? It's wrong. Bugs are not against TOS. What about the kind of bugs that I'm looking at? Like obvi position and all that? Honestly, I know the teachers just as unhinged as me. What do they teach? Bugs get freaky. They do get freaky, man. They probably have orgies all the time. Anyone want to be hermaphrodite slugs with me? Where's Reaper? Like the praying mantis eats the male's head after me. This is true. This is true. That's why the spiders too. I think with that's why the Black Widow spiders, right? That's why often the the male bugs, they're like, okay guys, I'm gonna go smash tonight, and they're like, but first I gotta prepare a little something. And what that's something to prepare is that they have to capture another bug. Like another bug as an offering to the Black Widow, because after they bone, the Black Widow will be distracted by the offering and eat the bug, and then the male spider gets to run away. But if you don't, it's over. I think I am the hitter. There you go. Classic. I'm gonna go teach English to Japanese kids pipeline. And mainly the Japanese kids are different, but there's probably changing now too. It's probably Jover. Now, some of them use ChatGPT. The kids use TikTok. The older generation uses ChatGPT. A lot of male bugs eat them after mating. Yeah, why don't we do that with humans, huh? Let me say, after 2022, somebody will watch XYZ happen in the world while you stare into your nightmare brick and haven't got nightmare brick. Nightmare Brick is really good. Nightmare Brick is really good. I personally like the Orb of Pain. Like that tweet that was like, oh, silly characters in a movie. I would simply not look into the Orb of Pain. Me staring into my phone 6 hours a day. I did how much AI is taking over. Bro, they keep trying to... I tried to use Google the other day, and it was trying to... It, like, literally popped up, and I was like, do you want to try AI mode? And I was like, shut the fuck up! No, I don't want to try AI mode! Oh my god, and I got an... You know, like, I got an ad on YouTube for Grammarly. And I watched it because it had one of the Try Guys on it, and I used to be a big fan of the Try Guys. But I watched it, and they were selling... They didn't disclose it, but they were quite clearly selling an AI feature of Grammarly. They were like, oh, with Grammarly, it can just make up recipes for you. And I'm like, Grammarly can make up recipes for you, huh? Where's it making it up from, huh? I wonder. Where's it, that thought bank of it making up something? They didn't disclose this in AI. I'm like, this is quite clearly trained off of something. Does not fall within God's domain. There is no God anymore. He's abandoned us. Do you ever think about the conspiracy theory that everybody who's been left behind on Earth is actually the people who didn't get taken by the second coming? Like they didn't, I forgot what it's called, but they didn't get like isekai'd into heaven? That you guys are all the descendants of the shitheads? He's not my teacher, he's a friend. Ah, I see. I mean, physics can have kind of fun stuff in there, I guess. Some of the science teachers are kind of insane. Hi, welcome. We're talking about AI. We're shitting on AI again, and I don't remember what else we're talking about. The mantis thing, anything happens on stress, like it happens in the wild, less in the wild. Oh, yeah, that's the thing that's so interesting, right? So much of animal research is so, like, wrong. Or, like, animals just act entirely different in captivity. So humans will study stuff in captivity, and then they don't realize that in nature, naturally, they actually don't act like that at all, you know? Where's my yandere bug dating sim? Isn't there one? Oh, no, that's what Eldritch Gods. I was gonna say Sucker for Love is kind of like that, but they're not bugs. Until the day I die. That day will be soon with the way that they're putting in AI and everything. Every time TikTok is mentioned, I keep reviewing my long-term plan to overthrow the app over my alt Twitter account. How are you gonna do that, huh? How are you gonna defeat all of China? You can't. TikTok accounts are probably like 20% of their GDP at this point. Grammarly. The Try Guys just not even now, years after their relevance. Well, they fell off, so it doesn't matter at this point, really. I did see that freaking Ned Fulmer, who was the fourth Try Guy, who got ousted because he was cheating on his wife with an employee. It was TMZ, so I don't know if it's accurate. But him and his wife, he cheated on. They finally are separating. I'm like, damn, they really tried to give it like a, tried to give it the old college try. The old college try. They gave the old college try despite all of that. But I also feel like, you know, if you're the wife in that situation, right, and you were famous for the fact that you're, you got famous for the fact that your husband cheated on you, like your famous internet personality husband, I can kind of understand why she stayed. She was probably staying for a little bit because she was like, I don't want to prove them right. I don't want them to be right that, like, maybe my husband is a piece of shit and I probably shouldn't have stayed with him. You know what I mean? That kind of vibe. I feel like that's probably like it's like when you have a, there's some scenarios where when you have a friend who's dating someone abusive or whatever, and then she finally breaks up with him, and then all the friends are like, thank God that guy was a shithead. I don't even know why you dated him. It feels you have the sense of like, I wasn't wrong. And the fact that I broke up with him means I'm proving all of you right, you know? Did you see the one Try Guys podcast with his wife? Oh yeah, they did. They launched one, I think. But I think that it's gonna be over, bro. I can see why God wouldn't take me. A number of reasons. Suck for Love is so good. Manly Badass. Yeah, I watched this playthrough of it too. So funny. It's just Rina prepping chat for her next model being a spider. No, I would never. I think I would get icked out every time I looked at myself. I've kind of like I finally come to peace with spiders. Like, I'm kind of okay with them as long as because spiders tend to stay away from you at least, so as long as they don't bother me. But I still can't handle a large majority of bugs. Like, the more legs they have, the creepier. If I say it out loud, it would be all pointless. I'm even having to have it laid out on play. Oh, really? Wait, so you actually think you can have a plan to overtake China? Dude, they got so many bots, though. Or not bots, they have people behind the computers and stuff, and bots and stuff like that. They still cancel people for cheating. Well, in his case, it was a lot more complicated. It's because he was the boss. Like, he was basically one of the 4 bosses, and he was in charge of the finances and business end. And also, I think he was technically HR. So the fact that he was dating one of his subordinates, And the fact that him and his wife, like his wife was entrenched in the company as another personality and actually did a podcast and other work for them. So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Even if you take away the wife equation, the fact that you're cheating on your partner with like a employee of yours who is your subordinate, that's no go. And especially if you are HR, that's a no go, man. That's a no go. You watched the first and second ones, right? God, it was amazing. I need another one. I think I didn't watch the second one. I didn't watch the second one yet because I was saving it for a good day, and then like I never got to it. But the first one was very good. Or did I watch the second one, which is the one where you get to date their mom, like the kitty one. Spider girls aren't icky. No, I just would get scared by them. Jumping spiders are really cute. Jumping spiders just scare me because they like to jump on me, so basically, my beef with bugs does not extend only to how they look. It mostly extends to how much they like to get near me. So, for example, I'm scared of butterflies as well, because every time a butterfly is near me, it tries to fly to my face. And I'm always scared of that because I don't want to kill them with my face. That's response to spiders, don't worry. Thank you! Thank you, Master Dust. Thank you for reassuring me. Spiders are fine as long as I keep fit. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. My rule to all bugs is keep away from me, and it's okay. Don't come near me. But the problem is that this is why I have a huge beef with house centipedes, because they never listen to me. I have left them alone several times, and I always wake up to find them like on the ceiling above me, and I'm like, no more. I've declared war on house centipedes. I think, even though I think centipedes in a house are like technically a sign of good fortune or something. I was scared of spiders until I moved in the husband, and now a bunch of spiders make to my condo. I'm not okay with that. Oh, that's crazy, because your condo's probably elevated too, right? Oh no. Watch Game of the Spiders William chat and you won't be okay with spiders. Stop! I just got over it! This is why you don't do business with friends. I think so too, but they weren't, to be fair, they weren't friends to begin with. The four of them were just co-workers. I think the only two of them who were friends were Zach and Keith, and they're still chill. Snake Girl's best. Snake Girls are pretty good, like Nagas and stuff, pretty hot. I think Super probably made her more alluring, or at least that's how dojins go. Yeah, dojins are pretty, I think dojins are pretty accurate to real life. I think so. I especially like when there's ugly bastards. The smellier their dick is, the better. There's an old week I like playing as a kid called Deadly Creatures. You basically play as a tarantula and scorpion. Oh! I mean, I feel like if I played Grounded, I'd be more okay with some of the bugs there, because they're like cute mounts, but... It's part of the mom is... Oh! Okay, I haven't watched the second game then. They can sense your fear. Aren't they supposed to be nice, though? People are always like, oh, Rina, don't kill the house centipedes and spiders. They're good. They're good. They're here to kill other small things. But the house centipedes still chase after me, even though they can't hurt me. Like, their teeth, their fangies or whatever, they actually can't pierce human skin. So they actually can't hurt you. They're just creepy looking. Butterflies are all cycles. They'll drink tears and blood if they can. Are they... Does that classify them as scavengers, then? Man, I can't believe that's real, though. I read this manga before. This, Korean manhwa, where she was training these spiders to drink blood or something like that and made them poison some shit. But I guess they can actually do that. Or I remember like every culture on Earth, though. I used to work at, Hello, Poco! How you doing? I actually don't encounter cockroaches a lot. I've only had 2 encounters with cockroach. One was when I was in Tokyo in Shibuya late at night, and I was sitting there eating my sandwich, and I looked to my left, and there's this huge fucking cockroach. That one was gross. The other experience is I used to work at a... I don't wanna get too specific. I used to work at a fast food location that had a cockroach infestation, but it wasn't, to be fair, it wasn't the fast food place's fault. There's a business above us, no, below us. There's a business below us, like a coffee shop or something, where they had an infestation of cockroaches. But obviously, if you're in the same building, you also have a cockroach infestation. But they weren't like big boys. They were like tiny little guys. I would say like they were like maybe half of the size, half of your pinky nail. Like, they're pretty small. So I got really desensitized to them because I would see them everywhere and I would just smash them. The worst, though, is one time I was at the register and serving this one customer their food. And then, like, they were paying, right? And then, like, on the counter, you see a little cockroach scurry across the counter right before their eyes. And the customer and I both saw it. And I like, killed it quickly. And the customer's like, that's on the food, right? And I was like, of course not. But it was like both of us had an uncomfortable haha. In any case, I don't work there anymore, obviously. Oh no, yeah, it was pretty bad. This Mrs. Below Chilla's art. The Mrs. Below the Shrimp. Good Chill's name. Micro cockroaches. So how many times have you guys woken up with roaches inside your... I thought that are astronomy. Are they an essential part of the ecosystem? You have some bugs, they probably... Everyone says they're like, every bug's an essential part of the ecosystem, but I really feel like mosquitoes probably don't have a purpose. Like, mosquitoes probably shouldn't be around. That's what my aunt said once. She didn't last 15 minutes. What are you talking about? Did you say my WoW friend responded to my... Oh, I didn't know that's your WoW friend. I thought that was a rando. Because honestly, a lot of times... You guys, Twitter is so weird. You get a lot of randos who will just search, tags and respond to that stuff years ago. One time I made a tweet about Elsa from Frozen, and this was like, you know, in the height of Frozen. And like 7 years later, someone found my tweet about Elsa to fight with me. They were like, that's not right. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I started arguing back with them, but pretty much like 2 or 3 tweets into our argument, I realized that they were a child, and I was like, I'm just gonna let it go. But shit. That was me. Isa, hello, my sweetie. Wah, 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 wah. Do you miss me, Isa? Huh? Do you miss me yelling at you? My sweet berating in your ear. My stinky chastising in your nose. I was laying on the carpet for my house the first time. Okay, that would be gross. That's gross. I hate that. One time a bee got stuck in my hair. It was in elementary school. So the bee's being harmless. Not even her bones left. Stop! What are you talking about? You fucking... Is your mom like Kaneki Ken? God, mosquitoes pollinate. There's females that bite you. See, it seems to me like all females in the wild are pretty scary. Did you know that female lions are the ones who do all the hunting too in our pride? If they were so essential, they wouldn't get within killing distance. They chose death twice. That's true. That's true. I gotta get a new one of those tennis rackets that you like that electrify things. Why is she being so nice all of a sudden? Okay, never mind. Let me change. Issa, you dumb bitch! Why the fuck are you here, huh? You came to the wrong goddamn neighborhood, huh? You think you could just show up here and talk in my chat and pretend and get attention from me, huh? You attention whore, you slut. I bet you like when I talk to you this way, huh? Huh? You like when I'm a dick to you because you love fat, hairy dick. Is that better? Sounds like a normal day on YouTube. True. You're wrong. That's me. That's me. That's me. When your girlfriend brings up a petty fight from 5 years ago. Oh my god. How's it going? You're so funny. Thank you! I'm here all week. Sometimes it's fun noticing people liking my tweets from a couple months ago. You like the attention, huh? I'm hard? I don't like that. I don't like that. Can you go amend that situation far away from me? Nice, scary. Yeah, female humans are so scared. That's why I don't approach them. So true. So true. That's why you guys should leave women alone. Leave her alone! So response to years old posts are truly the best. Makes me feel like I've aged backwards. Yeah. Because it's something I don't give a shit about anymore either. I missed like one time in middle school I found out I killed a cockroach when I put my shoe on in the morning. It was there all day. Oh my god. Hi TSLE. Hello, hello. You know what's really sad? For my older brother's wedding, we were at like this the wedding venue. We were like setting out and stuff, right? And there's this little caterpillar on the driveway of the place. So we were trying to pick it up to move it to the grass. Because, you know, caterpillar can become butterfly. Something, save the butterflies. And then one of the movers for some of the stuff, he was like trying to help us, and he got this like a dustpan and was trying to like pick up the caterpillar in it, and he squashed it with it. He like maimed the caterpillar. I was so distraught. You want Issa to jork it? I don't want Issa to jork it. Issa is basically Schrodinger's masturbator. Whenever you're looking at Issa, she may not be jorking it, or she could be jorking it. But if you don't look at her, or rather you don't look at her and she could be jorking it, or isn't jorking it. She's just, in all states, she's quantum jorking. Possibly. You're gonna make her tremble? What, make her brain tremble? My 13-year-old sister is getting an ear... Oh. Hi, 13-year-old sister! Hey! My niece is also 13. Do you like, Summer Fridays? Huh? That's it. It's a good lip balm, isn't it? Did you get the new, do you guys have Aritzia? Did you get the new Aritzia loungewear? It's super comfy. Oh my god. Weeping and jorker. I'm the jorkler! I pressed up their screen not to say schlong gingers. Schlong gingers? I don't know her. Is that like a drag? Is that your drag name? I also named a spider. Caterpillar. See, they're so memeable. They're just so easy to kill. Not all caterpillars become butterflies. You're right. The moths are evil. I shouldn't say those ones. I hate moths. I fucking hate moths. They gave me trauma. Tell you what, unlike your old tweets, sometimes I should go back and be like, you sweetie pie. Open my engagement. It was me when I jerked that first thing. Dude, the Flash must have like crazy porn. You know what I'm saying? 13-year-old, you probably shouldn't be here anymore listening. I'm gonna stop talking about trendy things. But man, the porn for the Flash must go crazy. Did you know that? Because you know that like one of the powers that the Flash has is that he can vibrate like, or any of the Flash family, I guess, is that they can vibrate at a certain frequency to go through walls and stuff like that and go through matter. So like, he could theoretically, the Flash could vibrate his hand and go into your stomach or go into your intestines. You know what I mean? Damn, that shit's crazy. Have you ever seen a hawk moth? Like from Miraculous Ladybug? I'm about to give up. Twitter isn't liking any post older than like 5 seconds ago. That's crazy. You know, they're probably running. They're trying to save like space on the servers and like, or stop like the servers having such heavy load by like getting rid of data. But that's not helpful. Also, she's locked in on her 5 FPS Chromebooks laptop games. Is she playing Roblox? Insert the it was me, Barry. Barry impregnated. Not Barry, sorry. The reverse Flash impregnated Barry's mom, so he's actually his son. Flashpoint has just your average anime / doujin power. See, that's stupid! That's the thing. Here is the thing. I think 80% of hentai doujin is it's just slop. Can you guys get a little bit more creative, especially if you're gonna involve popular anime characters? Like, what about Gojo's unlimited sex domain, huh? I read this doujin once where Sasuke trapped Naruto in his Mangekyo and they just boned repeatedly for hours straight. You know, hours straight because you're stuck there, you know? There's the Rina classic top for Yaoi? Keep feeding me slop. No! Be creative! Be good! Or like what that tongue do? What that tongue do if that frog girl, my hero? It's in my tags more than plot. Boo! Hi Cesar, welcome. But I like the slop. Yeah, but don't you think that you deserve a more sophisticated level of porn? My immortal technique, the infant. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Get a little creative, guys! Get a little creative! I mean, I've read... Well, there was that doujin. That was the worst one I ever read, but I think I told you guys about it. It involved a gun. Rina, why are you looking at frog hentai? I'm not looking at frog hentai! I'm just naming a popular character who gets sexualized in a popular anime. Sometimes we want slop, though. Yeah, there will always be slop, sure. But don't you want some more stuff that isn't? That's how I started going back to AO3. True, bestie, so true. So they had so much fun together about the Mangekyo. They did. They had a lot of fun at the Mangekyo. But it was really sad because after they came back to reality, Sasuke had left again. He left, and, you know, it was sad. Sometimes hentai artists get a little too weird them to invest in the story page into the actual hentai part. You know, it's like those animators, like those hentai, like those 18 plus like furry porn animators or whatever. Do you guys remember that one that was going around Twitter a while ago, where the animation was incredible because they were doing these fight scenes and they were using portals and shit, and the fighting was really good, and everyone was like, "Whoa, what's the source on this?" And it turned out the source was like a furry hentai this amateur like artist had done. And you're like, damn, like you can tell that their soul is not in it for the hentai. The hentai is for them to make money. Their soul is in animating cool fight scenes. I feel like 90% of people who do animation, they don't aspire to make good hentai, usually. Well, there is a lot of them who do, but I think that their soul is in animating cool fight scenes and shit, you know? Oh, what hentai? Hello, Frozen Frog, hi. It was like a furry hentai. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like this guy goes to the mall with his girlfriend or something. You wanna see Kermit get frisky? People, hey, I don't need to see Kermit get frisky. I've seen Kermit's asshole fully spread for myself multiple times. It's great I won't jerk them to interested content. Sasuke always leaves in the doujins. It's sad, yeah, it's sad. I had to read about it. Remember in the RSL's Homestuck Antics Remover? I need to reread it. Hopefully it's not been purged, dude. My heart was broken when my favorite fanfic writer left the fandom, and not only did they leave the fandom, they deleted all of their fanfics on the internet and would search for it and delete anything they could find. Like, they were so mad about what happened to the fandom, and I was like, no, your fanfic was so good. And the problem is, like, they're trying to go legit now, but all they write is poetry. I'm like, I really liked your prose. Your poetry's good, but I really liked your prose. That one's safe for reasons. Which one's safe for reasons? But you just want to improve in art related. It's true though. It is true. Because your anatomy and everything gets better too, and your details, and you're like, you understand forms better. But you know, my grandpa's a huge Dragon Ball fan. He used to watch it on the TV back in the day. So I told him about the new Brawly movie and watched it with him because of how old he is now. He easily fell asleep. But during Brawly, he did not. Oh, that's so cute. Wait, that's so cute. I love that. What? See, autism never goes away. But like, wait, there's a new Brawly movie? Didn't they kill him already? Is he back again? I hate when they do that. Oh yeah, when they purge their fanfics. That's why I always say, if you find a fanfic you really like or an author you really like, download all of their fic just in case. Just in case they either get mad at the fandom or they go legit. Because a lot of times people will become legitimate authors and like file off something. There's something called filing off the serial numbers, which is where you take your fanfic and you change all of the names. So you change all of the names to make it like original characters. You take your freaking Draco and Hermione fanfic and change the names and sell it as the new like YA slop novel. And a lot of times when they do that, they delete the original fic. So make sure you download your favorites. Good night, have a great stream. Thank you, Frozen Frog. Take care. Thanks for dropping by to say hello. Even I didn't finish reading. Yes, exactly. Archive everything I've lost so much. It's true. It's true. Is glory? I don't know what that is. I don't know. I want to know. The 2018 DBS probably technically new. Oh, I see. I see. And you keep talking about Dorking. Are you familiar with the one with Dragon Ball X? What is that? Is it a porn? I never heard anyone say Brawl. Is it not Brawly? Is it not Brawly? Is it Broly? Brawly? Me and my brothers say Brawly. And I remember that loud house, like that sometimes loud. Yeah, example. Exactly. It's probably not very good too, to be honest. Here's my opinion. Here's my humble opinion. I think the famously long fics that are huge crossover fics are usually not very good, to be honest. Usually not very good, to be honest. Brawly's nuts got him. Oh. But let's analyze that for a second. When you say Brawly's nuts, does that mean that you want... Because brawl is an actual word, so you want me to punch your nuts? You want me to get in a fight with your nuts? You want me to use it like a freaking... Like a sandbag? You want me to use your nuts like a sandbag? Because I think you're definitely not going to be able to, like, have any progeny after that. It's Broly in Japanese, so yeah. Yeah, but I'm a Kuso Gaijin, so I'm gonna say Brawly. I'm gonna say manga. I'm gonna say anime. I'm gonna say karaoke, you know? Reading my Immortal Reading Stream 1. I actually have read it before, or at least the first 2 chapters. It was okay. Only ever heard Broly with a O sound? That's crazy. Oh, wait, actually, yeah, I'm down. You're so unwell! It's pronounced anime. Anime. Even though anime is from animation, because they got influenced by the West, specifically they got influenced by Disney and La Bande Dessinée, so the fact that we call it anime is not accurate. Not sure I read all DBZ names in Spanish. Whoa, that's interesting. Did they translate the names or did they just keep the name? Like, was like Pan like bread? Did they just call her bread? The lead you from 10 years ago is crying in frustration. No, she's not. She always pronounced it that way. She always pronounced it that way because she also, like me, despite being extremely, like, embarrassing pedantic, we are also extremely, like, not putting on airs. Like, who am I putting on airs? I'm a freaking angel in heaven. Western heaven who is reading, like, anime and weeb shit. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not gonna pretend that I know how to say these shit. It's like people who call it Paris. I'm like, stop, shut up. You're not from France. Bakayaro. Thing is, Spanish and Japanese pronunciation incredible similar. Not manga, but graphic novels. You want a real gaijin. Well, the problem is that graphic novels is not thing Japan. You know? Did you see there's gonna be a new Coffee Talk game, but it's set in Japan? How much do you want to bet that's gonna be their most popular game because of thing Japan? And the the worst freaking part of it is that because I'm a Kuso Gaijin and a Kuso Weeb, it's gonna work on me too. Every time they release Thing Japan, I love it. I love Guardians of Azuma. The Thing Japan of Rune Factory, it's so good. The Japanese Smash pronunciation is very similar. We don't say anime like about anime like it should be said. Weird ass. We say nothing right in English, okay? Also, now you care whether it's Japanese or not, make up your mind, Kuso Gaijin. No, it's not. Coffee Talk is the new Coffee Talk Thing Japan is definitely not made by Japanese developers. They just took the prestige, the aesthetics of Japan, and they're just putting in their game, okay? Sue me. I love Thing Japan. You give me a video game, you put cherry blossoms in it, I'm like, I'm all over that shit, man. All over that shit. I try not to be a Thing Japan weeb, but damn, sometimes Thing Japan really does. It does! And it's terrible. Excuse me. That was a big one. Do you guys like when you sneeze a bit too hard and then the proteins in your eyes go crazy and it looks like you have like tapeworms in your eyes? Do you like when that happens? I like when that happens. Graphic novels? Oh. Yeah, no, I care. I'm not out here reading DramaCon, okay? Oh my god, I forgot. I was gonna talk about webcomics last time. Hi, Zeffy! Add that to the sneeze compilation. Quiet yourself. Don't pretend to be a pervert. Don't pretend to be a pervert, Zeffy. We know you're not a pervert, okay? We know your true identity is a hater. That's good. Thanks. I was after watching Broly with my grandpa and compared our Latin Latino dub versus English dub and legit Latin dub straight up Mogsy and dub, such a massive. Is it a new dub though, or was it like an old dub? Because the old dubs are kind of rough, man. The old English dubs were rough. The what? When you sneeze big and you see tapeworms in your eyes, you guys, you know, like it's basically a result of like extra proteins in your eyes, and that's why you're seeing all these weird sparkles. Can you sneeze close to the mic next time for what? It can't be. The sneezes cannot be. This guy really, yeah. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Alright, grandma. It's not a grandma thing, okay? You guys are so messed up. Anyways, did you guys ever read webcomics? Back in the day, before the backrooms were a thing, I used to, and I was a wee little cherub, I used to read a lot of webcomics. Did you guys ever go to use onlinecomics.net? All the time? Yeah, because it wasn't easy to get free manga back then. Gotta go see Rania. Okay, bye, Gaia. Bye-bye. Good luck with your FTM. Or FMT? One of the two. I thought they were white blood cells. I thought it was proteins. I heard it was extra, like proteins in your eyes or something. Oh, who knows? Oh yeah, sneeze fetish is very real. Don't tell me about it. You guys ever read some Mega Tokyo? You guys ever, mention our podcast? I didn't read the two. I think I only read 2 gamer comics regularly. So one of them you'll know, Mega Tokyo, if you're a weeb. 8-Bit Theater, I read a little bit of that one. Yeah, a friend linked it to me. But the other one, I don't know if you guys know. I thought it was very popular, but I don't think it was as popular as I thought it'd be. This one I think was made by an American Japanese person. It was called Tsunami Channel. Do you guys know that one? It wasn't like hosted on onlinecomics.net. It was like on their own like website. Did you guys know about that one? Penny Arcade reading the RT comic. Rushi, you got a webcomic? I don't know. I got myself. Let's go! That's crazy. I have friends who were like really influenced by that art style and stuff. I was sad they never had yaoi. Because honestly, the main 2 guys, I was like, that's pretty good yaoi right there. Learn you build computers naked. I don't think you should. I mean, theoretically, I can understand why you would, but I feel like you shouldn't. I only read webtoons. It's because you're 5 years old, Zeffy. Zeffy child Sona. Huh? Little child over here doesn't know the lore of online comics, huh? I was a little shocked by just how much of a Fujo you That's crazy. What do you mean? I've been a Fujo since puberty, probably. My parents let me use computers when I was young. You still find a way, huh? My brother blocked me from playing Neopets. I still find a way. I think it's the only way. I just don't think you should. I really don't think you should, because Cause like, what if you you're like, you know, moving around trying to put the stuff in the computer, and then you accidentally swing your massive schlong, and it goes inside of the CD drive slot, and then you're like, and then you accidentally like, and then you ram into the computer, and you're like, dang, and everything like it gets like shaken over. But there's an earthquake, so you keep ramming back and forth with your schlong inside the computer slot, and then what, like the CD drive slot, and then what if you accidentally lubricate the computer, huh? What happens then? Hi, Delahan. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Joe. Hi, Fun Cute Funny Heart. I'm doing great. Thanks. No problem. I'm doing great. I'm just vibing with everybody. How are you guys doing? CD drive while you're so old. Shut up! That's why the alternate name for the CD slot is the dick drive. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that's why the second drive in your computer is the D drive. Man, that's a lot of coincidences. It's not. It's not. You know, everything in the universe is possible. There's always, like, you know, random chaos theory. CD drive. Oh god, I'm so sorry. You are so annoying. Don't pretend you are from Latin America, okay? Don't pretend that you never used a CD drive, okay? Technology, you guys, your technology is at least 2 or 3 years behind. Sometimes you just get a 5.1-inch cylinder stuck in a microwave. I mean, it's true. It's true. And it's imperative that the tube does not, that the tube does not, the cylindrical object does not get harmed. Yeah, that hentai has been done too, unfortunately. Has it? That's crazy. Random Chungus theory? That's racist. Is that a racist? I thought it was a fact, because, like, I know that, like, back in the day, some of the anime you guys got was behind, too. Is that actually racist? Is that actually... I thought that... well, I thought that was true. Japan still use... Yeah, they do. Japan's fucked up. They do both. They have, like, high-tech shit, and then they still use fax machines, which pisses me off. I wonder if there's no more CDs. USB are more dangerous having virus. Probably because it's just obsolete. It's just not as efficient. Because CDs don't carry as much... They don't carry as much data. Rina, you can't say that. That's racist. Damn, that's racist, but also accurate. There you go, being racist. Stop! Is it actually? I don't know. Guys, yeah, you guys think I'm so racist about, like, Spanish and, like, Latin American stuff? I need you guys to understand my relationship in heaven with, like Latin American culture and Hispanic culture. I guess not Hispanic culture, Hispanic personal language is very different from the relationship that you guys in the States have with it. Because we don't... In heaven, we just don't have, like, we don't have a lot of Spanish speakers or the influence of the cult. Like, we don't have Latin American influences a lot in our culture because of the history and the fact that we're so up north. Like, there's not as, like, much of that interaction. So everything that I know about is from the internet. Everything that I know about is from, like, you know what I mean? You hear them all that? No, I just don't think they didn't make it up here, to be perfectly honest. It's cold. And why would you come up there if there's shit in America? America has, like, and America has more, probably the climate in America is more conducive to certain types of agriculture as well. And also you talk about, like, migration patterns. If you want to talk about old, like, what, Aztec, Mayan, like, places, they were all in central-ish America, right? Why would you go all the way up to heaven? Doesn't make sense. Okay, Mrs. Bienvenido's Latinx comunidad. That was not me. I don't know who that was. At least he used to be, not sure, but now though. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Racism lore continues. Like, it might be racist, but I don't have that intention, at least. Dude, I got to use floppy disk and I don't brag about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. And it showed most of the homeworkers at Hispanic, they think I'm a funny white boy. That's good. That's a compliment, right? That was Crash at Rina. She's scared. I don't know who she is. I don't know who she is. I'm normal. Like, guys, I didn't have my first, I didn't have my first, like, actual, like, I don't even know if it was real Mexican food or still Tex-Mex. But I didn't have my first Mexican food until... I want to say my late teens. That was the first time I had actual Mexican food. That was because I was in... It's because I was in LA for, Anime Expo. That was the first time I had Mexican food that wasn't... like, real Mexican food. And it wasn't fucking, like, Taco Bell or some shit, you know? We not really be here saying there's no Spanish speakers in heaven. In my part of heaven, there aren't really. That stream is the most unhinged one ever. I should go private the bot. Whoever updates this Rena, but you can add this one to the race. There's no racism section! Late teens, not that long ago. That's true, I am 21. I'll have to take out things to shame. I want him still have some flop tips. I'm not a boomer. Bye, Madamus! Well, you are the back library, so you have to have an archive of everything, surely, right? Surely. Anyway. Like, oh my god, you know, like oh my god, when I first heard about, was it, I can't remember what show, it was like some TV show I was watching, they're making references to telenovelas. I don't think we got that with basic cable. Like in my part of heaven, we didn't get telenovelas or whatever with basic cable. If you wanted anything like that, you had to get like a specialty channel that you would add onto your cable package. I have to download Vine. Don't do it. Hey, Vine like Taco Bell. I mean, I like Taco Bell too, but I know that's not real Mexican food, you know? It's not a singular food culture. Northern Mexican is different from Southern Mexican food. Well, I've never had any Mexican food until that time. At least members lock it so I can still watch it. It's terrible. Why would they get that far? Okay, but the Neanderthals made it over there, didn't they? But they were from a different section. Because the Neanderthals made it there from, didn't they make it there back from, are you talking about way back when, before the continents divided, right? Because they migrated from a different direction. And I think that, ethnically, they probably have a different makeup compared to the people who settled down. Like, you know, culture wasn't, like, individualized cultures, at least in the sense, in any semblance of the way that we know them this day, probably didn't develop until much later. And you have all the different stuff around South America. I grew up on telenovelas. I've never seen a one. The Ice Bridge was up in Alaska. Yeah, and that was a different migration pattern entirely, though. In any case, it would be hard. Basic culture in the form that we know it now, it would have to be much later migration. The South and Mexico tastes were different than the one we had. Interesting, interesting. Yes, Lauren, if you don't believe me. I'm not gonna ask Lauren shit, man. Then I have to talk to him. That guy will talk. I'll ask him one question and he'll speak for like 50 hours about some shit. Long-winded ass dude. I don't know, just ask you guys. I think I've had any sort of like... Yeah, any sort of like Mexican food or Latin American food, or anything like that. Any sort of that cuisine. I've only had it like less than 5 times in my life, probably. And a few of those times were in America. Also, the Polynesians coming to Chile. By the way, I've been building my Yago One Piece Going Merry. Oh, that's cute! My older brother has a like he had a Going Merry and a what's the other one? Thousand Sunny kits too. They weren't the Lego ones though. They're like the Japanese ones where you have to like snap it and stuff. Not the yapping complaining about someone yapping. Yeah, because it's my domain. That's why I don't like people to challenge me in my own domain. Because they're yapping about shit I don't care about, or like they're yapping in a way that I don't find interesting. Okay. Yappers are the most racist to each other. You know. You know. Heaven has amazing Indian food though. I think so. Again, it's kind of hard though, because again, I told you guys I grew up and while growing up, I was banned from eating spicy food. For some arbitrary reason. So I didn't start eating Indian food until later as well. Hard Arena says there's no Latin Americans in heaven. My part of heaven! The meme of autism is like, just get into the room. Do you think he's autistic? I've never made him take the test. When I complain about another person yapping, it's because it's not. You can't enter my domain, okay? Okay, it's bad. It's a bad time. When two yappers meet, it's like when two dogs meet, right? Like one of them has to become the dominant person. And usually when I meet other yappers, they concede to me. Usually I become the dominant yapper. And they concede to be the beta cuck yapper. But if they don't, then we don't establish a good hierarchy or some sort of like, you know, equilibrium. And there's no way that Lauren is gonna give up the yapping to me. You're saying the Latinos are all in hell. My part of heaven. My part of heaven. There are different parts of heaven, you see. She's right though. Hi Delta! Hi Delty, how you doing? Hello, hello. Or purgatory, I best. I mean, you don't know what the lore of mythology in my universe is. Perhaps we don't subscribe to a singular heaven or paradise model. Perhaps there are multiple paradises and multiple, you know, heavens, so to speak, or multiple afterlives. So you support segregation in heaven? I'm not the one who I'm not the one who made the legislation. I'm not gerrymandering in heaven. Oh, it's Delta. Delta, your bestie! Your bestie's here! Oh my god, your bestie's here! How much money do I have? Let's see. I have some. I could buy that. Do I want to? I don't know. I guess I could. Oh, I can't even see. I can't even buy it. How do I buy it? I can't buy it. It's off my screen. That's crazy. I can't even buy it. Oh, I can't buy it. Okay, whatever. I'll figure it out later. Did they build a wall in heaven too? Yeah, they built a wall between East Heaven and West Heaven. It's to separate the commies and the what's the opposite of communist? Capitalist? Yeah, that seems right. Who did gerrymander my piece is cut horribly wrong all over the place. So true. Anyway. What are we yapping about? Has it only been an hour? Damn, I'm really slacking. I got top of the new. I'm Mexican and white, so I can move races towards brown Latino. Oh, is that correct? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know, guys. I didn't even know that Mexicans could be really. They could be very white passing. I was playing a new game yesterday. I bought this new game called Monster Care Simulator. It's in like that same genre. You know how like there's like I feel like you get like 20 different versions of TCG Card Shop Simulator. I think there's like I don't know if that's the first one. I'm sure there was a game before that, but I don't know. These game developers who keep like they're all using a similar format / assets from the Unity store, I assume, to make all these games. So you have TCG Card Shop Simulator. I think there was like a board game one, and there's like a bunch of other ones too. So this one actually is very similar in that way, but they use their own unique graphics. It was cuter. It was like basically the game Monster Care Simulator was like you run like you basically run a Pokemon center, but instead of just putting all the Pokemon inside of like this one device and it heals them immediately, you have to tend to all their needs. So like you know a Pokemon will come in who has like it was on fire because they were beat up by like a Charmander or some shit, and you have to actually hose them down and then you know use burn lotion or whatever. And then you have to put them in the yard where they all like slowly heal and stuff. It's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. It reminds me a little bit. So it reminds me of TCG Card Shop Simulator and also Slime Rancher. It made me really miss those games. The thing that I think is really fun though, like Monster Care Simulator or whatever, that game and some of the other games like something in Ale Tavern, is that they have like online co-op now, so you can work with other people to take care of this stuff, and it seems like really fun. It just sucks because my only other friend who plays these kind of games I have a lot of friends who get motion sick with first person. And their first one was Super Market Simulator. Did Super Market Simulator come up before TCG Card Shop Simulator? Did I'm pale white? Yeah, if you didn't know about the fact that I'm with my family, I'm finally retired. Oh, welcome! Congratulations! You got any big plans for your retirement? You know there's Asian Mexicans? Really? Really? Major Calante, what does that mean? It's because I think I watched Hiyumi play that because she couldn't get forward. Oh, really? Wait, that's cute! I love Hiyumi. Everybody, that's me right now because everyone's playing Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar. And I'm the same thing with anime and anything else. I'm at least like a season or two behind. So that's why right now I'm playing Guardians of Azuma because everyone played it already. I only play the games, well, no, that's not true. I bought freaking Guardians of Azuma at full price. I don't know why I did this to myself. Because it's on sale now, it pisses me off. That language I want to report you to the Ice Spice. Don't say that! Don't say that! Chatters mods. I don't even know what Delta's saying. Delta, are you being mean to the chatters? Mixed race couples exist. What is that? That's how you didn't know. Like, Mexican Asian? No, I've just never seen one. I've never seen one in media or in real life or anything. So if I don't see it, the concept doesn't, like, really... Like, the concept will never appear in my mind, you know? So that's not a race I work with in El Salvadorian that's of Korean genes. And they speak, like, they have, like, a Spanish accent and everything. Mexicans are called Filipino. I mean, that's not quite the same, though, because they're from the Philippines, right? Yeah, we're an Asian people's dying for some political reason. Lots of them migrated to the West. That's why I almost sent all countries out of Chinatown. That I can see. As I deport you. Stop. I mean, I'm your assigned ES speaker, therefore you must blindly trust everything I say. Okay, sure. I mean, I think there's a few of you guys in chat who speak Spanish, but Yeah, they speak Spanish. Damn, that's crazy. That shit's wild. Damn. It's like that one, did you guys see that clip that going around Twitter? It was like this black guy who was Scottish. So like he spoke like, he sounded like a 80-year-old. He sounded like an 80-year-old Scottish man in the Highlands or whatever. And like his accent was super like strong. And it was like so interesting to listen to him speak. A lot of Philippines are just Spain invading and sexing. Well, yes, of course. But that in the case of like, I feel like calling them a Mexican Asian isn't exactly the same because they're in the Philippines. They're Filipino. They have their own country. They speak Spanish, can also speak other languages. One of my uncle's family's from China. Damn, that's crazy. That shit's crazy, man. Dude, immigration back in the day went crazy. I do know that a lot of like a lot of Latin American countries, they had really like open immigration policies back in the day. And back in the day, I mean like, you know, several decades ago. Oh, I grew a big tomato! Look how cool that is! Whoa, I didn't know you could grow giant crops. Whoa, look at that. Are you gonna pick it? What are you gonna do with the giant tomato, buddy? What are you gonna do with it? Rusty, what are you gonna do with the giant tomato? Are you gonna eat it? What happens if you do nothing? You're gonna do nothing with the giant tomato? Are we not gonna pick it? Robot, this robot will pick the giant tomato. No. Are we leaving the giant tomato alone? Are we not picking it? Does it just like suck away the nutrients from everyone else? What are we doing with it? I want to know what we do with it. Should I click it? Oh, I can't even harvest it. What are we doing? Do I have a harvesting tool? I guess I'm just gonna leave it there and see what they do with it. I'm just intrigued. I didn't know this game had actual development. I thought you just like... Or secrets. Someone pick the giant tomato, for God's sake! What is it gonna do? Rusty, you got me. Nope, Rusty does not fucking got me. Do I have to pick it? I don't have the tools for that. Is this... No. Do I right click? What do I do with this? Oh, I got it! Oh my god, that was so many tomatoes! Whoa! Sorry, I got... Really safe from the goal. I was like, whoa, giant tomato! It's a weird case, they've been conquered by everyone. It's true, that's why their culture is so interesting. She got jingle chicken. Give me Don't Starve to get a PTSD. Wait, did that giant cross in Don't Starve? What? Man, they got so intense with the farming system in Don't Starve. I don't even know how to play that game anymore, dude. I'm just being racist, Rina. Don't believe everything I see. I hate this! I don't know! I'm so innocent, and you guys are brainwashing me. And I'll speak it. Tomato gives you an achievement. I guess that's it. I just gave me an achievement. Well, that sucks. Let me plant more tomatoes. Yep. Okay. Anyway. Well, what was I talking? I don't remember. But yes, hello guys. Hello guys. Did you guys see that they're making another... Did you guys see that they're making... I think it's Sony, right? Sony's making a live-action Resident Evil movie remake? Or like a reboot? Did you see that? And then it's... I think they confirmed that Sydney Sweeney is gonna be in it, which is very strange. Very strange casting choice. And then there are rumors that they're gonna cast Benson Boone, who, if you don't know, he's just like... I think they just made him up. Because like he apparently performed at the... I want to say... No, what's it called? What's the music? The Grammys. He performed at the Grammys last year. And I was like, I never heard who this guy was, but he just suddenly is here now. He just is here now. A random dude, singer. I never knew how to play Don't Starve. We played together briefly, didn't we? How did you find that experience? Alright. Hello, Toad! Welcome! I'm good. We just chatting and hanging out. How are you doing? It's pretty hot over where I am. I'll tell you that Isaac got a huge update with huge quality of life everywhere. Now the game's at its peak, both all the DLCs are pretty expensive. I think I have it. Not have it, but like as in I think that I have it with my family. Because me and my family, we share a library. Let me see. I know my younger brother had it on the PS something. The Binding. Is it The Binding of Isaac or the... Let me just type in Isaac. Oh, he doesn't have it on Steam. Huh, interesting. Now not watching unless Mila Jovovich in it. Do you watch anything as long as Mila Jovovich is in it? Because did you watch freaking the Monster Hunter movie? Huh? I heard that horror director who did Weapons. Yeah, Zach Prager. Zach Pragers. He's directing it, which is such an odd choice. But I guess it's kind of like, I mean, I guess Weapons and Barbarian were both like a little bit campy, so it kind of works. I guess it kind of works. But I don't even know how you would do Resident Evil for a modern audience. I guess it is kind of topical with the interest, well, not super topical, but kind of topical about the fact that it's a pharmaceutical company and there's some distrust in certain populations. They spent sense to play together, but I had no idea what I was doing. Maybe next time we play it, I'll put it on super easy baby mode and we can figure it out. Woody's. The worst part is that all the Woodies didn't yaoi and make out together. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth, latest DLC is called Repentance. No, but she was in the original RE movie. She was. Didn't the director marry her? The director for the RE movie series, didn't he get married with Mila Jovovich as well? I don't know if they're still married, though. The woman director is going to make live action Patty Jenkins? She's not writing the script, is she? She's not writing the script, right? Don't give her the script, guys. Guys, don't give her the script. Patty, get your hands off the script. You can direct, but don't touch the screenplay. Don't let her near that thing. Don't let her near a typewriter. I don't watch anything or anyone ever. So true. The best thing I do is just stare into the orb of pain and nothing else. See the last Resident Evil records. I haven't watched Resident Evil movies in a long time. The last time I watched, it was so weird. Last time I watched Resident Evil movies was because like years after like high school or university, randomly, my high school guy friend group were like, and they were like, hey, do you want to watch Resident Evil movies? And I was like, I guess. Well, we went to someone's house and we marathoned it, but it was years after, and it was so weird that we randomly reconnected that way. But then it solidified my decision not to hang out with them because they were all weird. There's so much anime getting live action. Yeah, they're moving into trying to milk anime, but like the problem is that none of them have the love for the game, you know? I am excited for the second season of live action One Piece to come out. Wendy's so OP if we all pick her. It's true. It is true. Wendy is pretty OP. They're still married. Oh, they're still married. Why keep doing live action stuff? Why do people still eat it up? Bro, I don't know why they keep doing live actions, because some stuff doesn't meet it. Like, for example, the fact that they're doing, they want to do a live action K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm like, why? That movie just came out, and it was praised. A lot of the praise was not just for the music, but also because of the really beautiful animation. Why are you taking away one of the key components of it? Jason Fucks. What has he done? Movie's so bad, I love it. I do love bad movies. Years after uni, damn, you've been really smart if you're 21. Yeah, I'm like a genius. I'm a genius. Do you know that reminded me of something I thought about the other day? Have you guys ever eaten in those restaurants where like it's like pitch black? Like it's pitch black and you're supposed to eat with your hands, and all the waiters, not the waiters, but a lot of the staff are blind. So it's like supposed to simulate like, you know, the experience of the blind, and a lot of the proceeds of the restaurant goes towards like charities and fundraisers to help people who have like, you know, sight problems. I think you guys have them probably. There was a period where they were like kind of like a phenomenon worldwide. Did you see the Lion King live action? Why do people? I didn't actually watch that because it looked bad. I think you're overestimating how cultured your audience is. What? It's so common though. Wait, really? Maybe it's a heaven thing, or like my part of the heaven thing. What? Just make a radio series. Just make a radio series. That's what I'm saying. But it's gonna take another 6 years probably. Man, I can't believe you guys have never heard of that. I don't think it's like, because like the first time I went to it, I was in high school. That's crazy. Damn. Okay. Because it's not like super expensive. It's like regular price food. It's just the experience is different. I lived in heaven. I walked past one 9 times. I remember running and tried out. Like I've heard them before. Okay, well basically I went to one time in like high school with that group of guy friends, and I was thinking about how so 2 of the guys had a crush on me, right? But one of them was sitting beside me. And I remember in the middle of the dinner, he was tall and I was short. He elbowed the fuck out of my face, and I remember like being like seeing stars. And afterwards, he was so apologetic and like sad. And I was thinking about him and like, man, that's some anime shit. Can you imagine if you were like hanging out with like the girl that you really liked, and then you like accidentally like smashed her face with your elbow? That's so funny. Has a crush on you? I don't think he still has a crush on me. I think he probably became a doctor. Oh, they're trying to knock you out. And they had to fight over you. They didn't. I don't know if they fought over me in front of me. At least they just both confessed to me within the same month. After we all graduated. I forgot the name of the was definitely Rouse. Yeah, it's not a thing in the States. There has to be, really? They're like, KB coming summer 2027. Like, delay that shit. We need peak. That's crazy! Summer 2026? They're just gonna reuse a bunch of assets, bro. I think they liked each other and they were trying to get rid of you. That's some yandere shit. Like, if they can't have me, then no one can. Real me. It's not me, Q. We've known each other for years. If I like the girl would ask me to do it again. If you're lucky. Is that not you? Are you not like wish fulfillment afterbirth? Because you like that shit. I would edit all this stuff. True. Yaoi? Not really. Not really. I guess kind of. The one guy who elbowed me was like the quieter type, the quieter, mature type. And then the other guy who didn't elbow me was kind of like immature and kind of annoying. Oh, they for sure planned it out to kill me. I don't think so, bro. Oh, as in asking me, as in like confessing to me? Interesting. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Ah. Wow, that's surprising. Have you guys been to hibachi? I think hibachi is an American thing, right? Because like I didn't go to hibachi for the first time until like last year. I think last year was the first time I went to a hibachi restaurant. If you ever have problems with men IRL, just fantasize yaoi. I do frequently. I did draw yaoi with some of my friend group, but it was like they were cool with it. Testing the same month to see who you pick. That's crazy. There's no way. Do you think they both knew that they liked me? Yeah, I done hibachi. Yeah, hibachi is popular. That's so interesting. I went to hibachi. It's fun, kind of. It was kind of fun. I went for Lush first time last year. The thing that only sucked was that the food was kind of not good. Like the meat was really tough and it wasn't super cooked super well. But I mean, it's fine. But the experience was kind of lackluster. I think that because I'm so awkward and I don't like when my food plays with me. Like I think I would hate like those Turkish, is it Turkish? Those Turkish ice cream vendors. I would hate that shit. If you were playing the food in front of me and like kept like playing with it and I couldn't grab it, I would be so angry and frustrated and sad. I know it's part of the experience, but I don't want that. I don't want that. Just give me my food. Real soft physically, I should probably really like absolutely obnoxious teasing and mocking like self-defense after, and also just verbal, but you know. Ah, so you don't actually want me to step on you. There's no way they didn't talk about it. They both know about the feelings. Ah, maybe. They're both around the same height, too. You must be drowning in bitches, huh? Not currently. Not currently, but I would say that usually if I enter a new friend group or social situation, I get asked out at least once, I think. Yeah. Like whatever new hobby or group I enter, I usually get asked out once. By somebody in the group. I mean, I can't help it if I'm super hot. Also, I feel like in high school, I was way more charming. Or not maybe charming? I was probably more appealing because in high school, I was a lot shyer. I was a little bit shyer and more timid and kind of like, I'm probably nicer than I am now. So if you were like, and I feel like a lot of to anime boys, if a cute nerdy girl, anime girl is into nerdy stuff and she's kind of shy and timid, but also like a little bit, has a bit of a dark humor, that's like catnip. That's like catnip to anime boys. Breakdown in tears in front of the Turkish ice cream stand. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I have the guilty pleasure. I like watching the videos where the people who like they one up the Turkish ice cream vendor. They're like they just like hold their hand or they fuck with them. No, I do want you to step on me. I said that I would never be the one doing it. Oh, so you're the M. I see. Can you get into my hobby so I can film a drama? No, I don't want to. I'm too old now. They're not gonna even. Damn, even still, you got no bitches. Wow! That's fucking crazy! Come here and say that to my face, huh? Say that to my face! I swear back that I wasn't racist, guys. No, I was probably more racist back then. Yeah. My high school was, like, extremely... not mono-ethnic, but I would say there were two large ethnic groups. It was half Asian and half, like... South Asian? I say South Asian, but I think it was like there was a lot of like Middle Eastern people there too, so it's really hard to say. The difference between then and now is that you weren't dried up. Maybe that's where you lost the charm. You're saying I'm dried up and used up like a freaking like last week's dinner? Like I'm freaking like a dried sunfish? I'm like the old madame of the brothel. I'm like, back in my day, I used to have it all. These tits, they didn't sag, and they were so plump. Like that kind of shit. Like I'm the old madame. Say it to your face, but you said not to interact with you, IRL, when you see you. I didn't. Good, don't interact with me. Actually, don't talk to me. Humans, don't talk to me. Man, being 21 sucks. It does suck, yeah. Really got the chance. No, don't speak to me. Not my words. You put it that way! You put it that way! That's basically what you're implying! You guys piss me off. Don't PMO ICL. Don't PMO ICL Saibao SPIU. What was it? SPIU B? Is that what it was? I don't remember. An extra layer of racism? Well, you guys knew I was racist too. Whoa, we got peas! Who wants pea? Woo! I got pea up in here. Yeah. You're thinking of a deer? Oh dear. You have to use one on the side in a way that makes you just can't say them. They work. It does! It worked! ICL UPMO. SPF 30. I did put sunscreen today. Now she's putting words in my mouth. I could put something else in your mouth. Do you want? Oh, I didn't finish your sentence. I knew what you were gonna say. I already knew what you were gonna. I already knew what you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna tell me to put something in your mouth. Is a perfect reminder just how old you are, Auntie. Stop. I told you guys that my niece and I changed each other's nicknames in our names in our profiles for for our phone contacts. She put my name as Unk and then put a bunch of sad emojis, and I put her name as Little Bro. We're so soulmates. You know, I did take a test the other day. It said my soulmate is in Brazil. It was one of those tests where you just put in your name and it'll randomly spit out a country. And mine was, it said my soulmate is in Brazil. So, you know, hey, Brazilians. Wow. Fuck you, actually. You wouldn't dare. Guys are moving to Brazil. Okay, that one works, but that is not what you said before. Someone just said Stop! Stop casting spells in my chat! No witches in chat! You really are, Unk. Stop. Rude. Send her to Brazil. Did we ever play... Oh, I did! We did, right? We played, you guys watched me play golf with friends, right? And we went to Brazil. Who was I playing with? I think you guys saw me play in Brazil, right? In golf with friends. Or Brazil 2, sorry, Brazil 2. There's no Brazil 1. You have to learn Portuguese then. I can barely know Hangul. Fuck it, Curse of Rina. What is Curse of Rina? What the hell? We're turning everybody old? It's like Benjamin. Oh my god, it's like Benjamin Button. Are you guys gonna give all your youth to me? I would bathe in your blood. But some of you are kind of old. I feel like so. I think maybe Captain, Jace, Ohen. You guys are probably young enough that your blood would actually be useful, I think. Yeah, I would love to push Benjamin's buttons. I don't think he would. I really don't think. He's like pretty shriveled half the time. Cap is younger than me? Yeah, so Captain would be good to use blood. Because I'm trying to pick the people who I think are younger in the demographic the chat. I think those 3 guys have pretty young blood. And my blood is A positive. No, I'm just bathing in it to absorb your youth. The golf stream was Fio, Tomomi, and Banana. Oh, was that what we played in Brazil? That makes sense. That feels right. But he was older. No. Now if I want to go older people, Gonzo is older. Bastion might be older. Hard to tell. Furtree's older for sure. Not picking me as smart. Is your blood young enough that I would benefit off it? Like if I was that weird, who's that guy? Brian Johnson? Is that the weird guy who basically injects himself with he microdoses his son's blood so he can be younger? And he makes his son measure his nighttime emissions? My bones are turning to dust. Aw, Danny. It's okay. I'll share some blood with you. We can bathe in the blood of everyone together. I mean, killing you guy? I think they changed their name. Every time someone weird, I see a new username on my Steam that pops up, I'm like, oh, did Tomomi change her name again? I see. Called me old that crazy. Well, you feel like on the older end. I'm the oldest in chat for sure. I don't know, Fur's kind of old. You want my blood, it'll just make you more I'm not drinking it, I'm just bathing in it. And the smoking and the drug addiction. Oh. I'm a DILF. You're not a... Are you a DILF? Really? You have kids? There's no way. Legally, they wouldn't let you near kids. The guy that turned his son to his blood boy. Yeah, exactly, exactly. You have to pick young men specifically. Theoretically, if I wanted to be Elizabeth Bathory, I would choose young women. But there's... well, there's 6%. There's maybe 6% in this chat, guys. And we're not... I don't want to cut down that 6% to a 2%. You know what I'm saying? Probably the oldest astronaut. Shut the fuck up. Just my soul that it's so old. I'm almost like, okay, buddy. I think that a lot of you are actually older than me, probably. Well, I mean, it's not that old, but you get what I mean. No, I don't. Age is such a mysterious concept in this chat, because you guys are weird. Freaking out here, these people on VTuber Twitter are insane. You have people on VTuber Twitter who are like, or even like the youth who are like, oh, she's 26, she's a fucking hag, bro. Or like, oh, she's 24, she's done university, she's a fucking hag, bro. And it's like, what are you talking about? Or when did the early 20s become hag area? You guys are insane. So I don't trust the youth. I don't trust their perceptions of anything these days. You're like twice my age? I'm not twice your age. I'm 21. Anyway. Yeah, I don't trust the youth's perception on anything these days. Da, da, da. Oh, my niece accepted the shoes. My niece accepted the Animal Crossing Crocs because I super guilt tripped her. I emotionally manipulated my 13-year-old niece to accept my gift because she was being a little shit about it. Mr. B6000. I'm just dusting the wind if you need. Yeah, O'Malley's pretty old too. 20? Mommy, more like a mummy. More like yummy. These are not hags. That's what I'm saying. That shit's crazy. So all my Oshis are either a solid 10, 15 years older than me or 4 years younger. You have 18-year-old Oshis? What is this, the K-pop industry? I'm old as dirt. Hi, Silhouette Man. I approached the ancient age of 29. I should be considered... That's crazy! Because that's not that old! That's not that old! What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? You have to be at least 30 to even be considered older. I don't want to hear shit about 26-year-olds being hags, okay? Typical under 21 shit, you know? Yeah, because I'm 21. She did take the Crocs, yeah. But she'd rather the other shit. She would rather $100 sweaters from Aritzia. 20 is still child. Age 20, I'm adult by this. I hate this joke. I hate when you do this joke. I like your BGM, Rina. It has Tailed Symphonia. Oh, really? No, that's not a song. I don't remember what the Tailed Symphonia song is. I'm already way past my week by now. I'm already rotting thinking how to word my will. Shut up! Your brain's not even done developing. You guys piss me off. You guys pee me off. PMO for real, for real. Your brain's not even done developing. You see, the sciences say your brain finishing. God, I'm so mad I can't even speak. The sciences say your brain finishes developing at 25. So you guys I don't want to hear shit about anything until you're at least 25. Because theoretically, that's when it goes downhill. That's when it goes downhill, okay? Okay? You know, at the beginning of the stream, I was like, I'm gonna try to make sure that I speak in a nice, auditorily good way. I'm gonna try to have like a nice voice today where it sounds very sweet and good. But you guys PMO so bad that I immediately started screaming and raging. My deeper sister's turning 32 soon. Again. What up? She's single? What up? TS PMO for feeling close. I learned about ICLs today. Let's see, yours had enough time to fully develop like 3 whole times, wasn't it? What do you take me for? Huh? What do you take me for? How old do you guys actually think I am? Yes, sit-a-bit! You guys taught me that! Sit-a-bit! But if you watch VTubers, your brain rots way faster. I mean, if you go on the internet, your brain rots way faster. Watching a VTuber is basically taking like concentrated radiation. It's like every single carcinogen, you know what I mean? Like, because a VTuber, watching a VTuber stream is getting a concentration of Twitter, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Reddit, and all of that combined in one. So it's like, you don't even need the other social media, because watching the VTuber will already give you, like, a direct lethal injection of that shit, bro. Stream more, we love it. I don't think you do. Well, she is single. That's what I'm saying. I think you're probably 34. 49? You're fucking lying. 34, 35 max? I think you're over 25, Rina, to be honest. No, I'm 21. 32, 31. I thought you're like 28, but now I'm not so sure. You might actually be 21? Yeah, I'm 21. Mid-30s. Interesting. As old man shot to bed. Good night, folks. Good night, Daddy! Sleep well! Sleep well, okay? Take care. Guys. I thought Danny was a girl. I don't know why. But this whole time I thought Danny was a girl, yeah. Because the name feels kind of feminine. The name feels feminine. And then Danny was so innocent. Danny was so innocent about a lot of the shit we said. So I was like, maybe they're a girl. You've always referred to him as a he. How? I don't know. I just knew I just realized it right now. I thought Danny was a girl. Danny? No, we don't have No, wait, we do have a Danny, actually. As a dude, as a chill guy. Listen, Danny doesn't have to know the secret. This can just be between you and me. We don't have to let Danny know that I thought that they were a woman. He's just a chill guy. Is he literally the chill guy, I mean? Oh, I'm out of a lot of this shit. Hold on. Oh, this is all planted over. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. Truly pure Danny boy. I'm not the least innocent of the VTubers here. They're so innocent in my chats, okay? Till they already... Don't add him on Discord! Don't ruin his illusions! Don't do this to him! Like, you're maybe 30 until you're old enough to be someone's mother crash at that. I'm like... You could be a... What if I was a teen... What if I had a teenage pregnancy, huh? Huh? She wants us to forget she's old. I'm 21. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. My blonde guy taking this girl made her profile picture. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. You listened without my help anyways. You're so dumb. He said he was going to bed! He said he was going to bed! Why are you all liars? Liars and cheats. You guys are all fucking liars and cheats, huh? Huh? It's because you guys speak this way. It's because you guys fucking speak this way that there's so many lurkers. All the lurkers are afraid of you guys. Do you remember? Do you remember when, who was it? Was it Kyle? Kyle said that Kyle is so scared of you guys, and that's why he didn't speak for a long time. Because all of you guys scare you guys are scaring the Huz. Hmm? You're scaring the Huz, and that's why there's only 6%. You said it wouldn't be a teenage pregnancy. I don't think I said that. That doesn't sound like me. 21 times 2 look great. I don't want that. Maybe listen to Zatsu to go to bed. I don't think so. Surely not. You're talking a silly boomer, Sasuke Unk. Okay, Hebby! How old are you, huh? Hebby, you feel like a 26-year-old. That's what it feels like to me. You feel like a 26-year-old. Because you feel like a Redditor-ass 26-year-old, hmm? Janeway said we're going to bed. We wait for you to respond to us because we don't want to leave. Because that's cute. How am I scary? I don't know, but you're lumped in with the people who are scary, apparently. Afterbirth isn't lying, which is the funniest part. Stop. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to fucking hear that. Even seamen are scared of us for the hell. What seamen? Are you talking about the sea dogs? You're definitely in your 30. Oh, I got it right. You're 26 and you go on Reddit. You're 26. You go on Reddit. You go on the virtual YouTubers Reddit, and you like to farm karma. But you act like you're superior because you only watch indies and JP VTubers. Yeah. You watch indies and JP VTubers, but not any of the big ones. You watch the smaller ones. Here, to be fair, people here are tamer than the sea bogs. That's what I'm saying! They keep saying they're more insane! How old do you think I am? 28. Next time fan base, but you still gotta shut up, Peg. So embarrassing! I like these. Crazy. I don't go on Reddit, lol. I got standards. Okay, Mr. I bet you have a Mal. You have a My Anime list, and you list and you go through the new anime seasons, and you pick a few new anime for every season to watch. How young do you think I am? You keep lying about your age and the references you make, but you're somewhere between 21 to 26. Nothing older than that, surely. You're wrong, lol. Yeah, I don't know. You guys are all in your 20s, that's all I know. Except for Gonzo and some other select people. There's like a handful of you guys who are like 30 plus. Last time, even your friends are scared of us because you rage, they bait them on the daily and your emo force in the eyes. But we mog you every I let you guys bully me like this. If I really pulled off, if I took off the kitty gloves and gave you a real rectal exam, you guys would have a distended, you would have a prolapsed anus. That's all I'm saying. Think the alpha rage baiter? Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. No, Amulet's I don't really watch any. There's not many free sites that don't got ad spam. I'm 0 for 3. Interesting. Which side are you leaning towards, 21 or 26? I'm leaning towards 21 because of the way that you talk sometimes. Oh, what? We need to stop. Stop. Yeah, Pimo. I mean, you don't let us. You want to tap on us. You're gay, man. Woman, I'm not an M. I'm surely not an M. There's no way I'm an M. Okay. I do not like pain. Yeah, I don't like pain. And I don't like being made fun of. Huh? I only have such loud reactions because that's how you get the YouTube clicks, guys. The clickbaiting. You think that any of this? You think any of the way I'm acting is genuine? This is all a lie. You think that I'm this embarrassing and a failure in real life? No, I'm super capable. I play it up for your entertainment. So yuck it up, you folks. Yuck it up with your yucks and your ha-has. Because yuck it up while you can. Okay? Huh? To bottom S. What does that mean? You're confident you'd never beat me if we were both equally unfiltered. But like, do I want to beat you? Do I want to beat the devil in an evil contest? You know what I'm saying? Because if I find out you're faking, they're gonna find me swinging from the rafters. Change my mind whether because I find out you're faking, they're gonna. What does that mean? As in, what do you mean by that? Rain's patting us right now while eating crayon sauce. Like, I've never eaten a crayon. Have I tasted a crayon? Maybe, but that was only because I was playing with crayons and there was still some wax in my fingers, and of course, you know, maybe I was, you know, not thinking about it. I believe you. Mirror was fake as hell. Yeah, I'm super fake, guys. I hope you guys are taking such good care of yourselves, because Lena would be so sad if you guys were sad. We need a Cards Against Humanity stream for Max. No, we cannot. You know what I like doing better? I actually like playing apples to apples better than Cards Against Humanity. Because Cards Against Humanity is too obvious, you know? It's too obvious when you try to make it like... It's too obvious when you use dirty cards to make the dirty thing. I remember I was playing apples to apples with a friend and the topic was Swift and someone put a card that said amputation. I was like, shit. It's better when it's not intended for that. So true. Yeah! I'll play Cards Against Humanity across generations. Rina's too young. Yeah, I'm only 21. So true. Red crowns take the best. That's the red 40. Then find me having killed a hostage. If I'm fake, it'd ruin you. I wonder. Because the thing is, for streamers, obviously everyone's aware that there's a part of their a facet of their personality where they're like faking it or playing it up for stream. But I think that the thing that's best about VTubers is the fact that it's like their own personality but amplified. There are obviously aspects of them that they are playing up for their character, but I think a lot of it is somewhat genuine at least. That's why whenever they replace the voice actors, for the character, it's like super messed up because it's not the same. It's not just the character's design or the character's type that you like. It's the person who's actually embodying the character, you know? Oh yes, apples to apples, you're sold. Apples to apples is not an old game. It's just a game for kids. And we're found the online version because you can add custom stuff. I see. Rina's 2'1" true. Like 2 feet tall? What is that? That's like not even a child. I've not played Cards Against Humanity because Rina, my standards are actually bad stuff. Not because the two and me are so different from y'all. Yeah, probably. Like you can be different or played up, but if you're full of faking, my entire world would be too. Do you even think I can do that? I think you overestimate me. I don't think... That's the problem. You guys have seen me try to fake a voice for an entire stream. Like fake a specific voice to be cuter. Or fake several other stuff for a whole stream. I can never do it. I don't think I could do that. Like sustained... I can... You know, my refractory period would be too long. You know what I'm saying? Half the fun of shock humor is one is not expecting the quiet girl through glasses. That's true. That's why people think... That's why half the things I say are funnier. Because I say I have such a straight face. The voice actors thing was so crazy. Still fucking crazy to me, dude. Still insane. I can't believe they did that. Try to think of the person behind the voice is taboo. This is true. This is true. Pull our keys in the eye. Voice actors made me so angry to relearn nothing. Yeah, it made me really angry too. I really hope that people kicked up a storm about it. Because I'm like, this is the most blatant, like, erasure ever of the talents who are actually putting in their work into these types of characters. The Twin Peaks are looking great. Hope you can. Hi, hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. I know I've been working very hard on them. I've been doing Kegels for my boobs. I mean, for my peaks. Sorry. How you doing, hello? But you could have been faking being bad at that too. You overestimate my ability. You overestimate my ability. I think it's because maybe you're used to women, because women are supposed to be so good at faking things. Wink! But I can't do that. I can't do that. Has that been on the... I don't think it's been on this stream yet. But in a different universe, I was so bad at faking that we were playing video games one time, and I actually got so tilted. I got so tilted at a friend. I felt so bad. Because I'm really competitive. And I actually have a pretty short temper, I think. A short fuse. Like I'm, like, for the most part, I'm chill about most things. But there's, like, very specific things where I have a very short fuse for it. Massive boobo with 2.0. Yeah, the pajama outfit, and then, or the pajama or casual outfit, the gigantic honkers. Rina's too special and special to fake for us. Why does it sound like both a compliment and like a backhanded compliment in the same sentence? She had extra pads. I haven't. You know what though? I didn't know for the longest time that bras weren't supposed to have padding. Cause like when my mom took me for my first bra shopping, like all of the bras at the store were padded, and I was like, oh, I guess it's like for like protection and cushioning. And then years later, I found out that that's not what the case is supposed to be. It's just supposed to support you. It's not supposed to feel like a freaking bulletproof chest. You know what I'm saying? One thing I like about you is that you're very genuine. So if it was fake, then that would sting. Not gonna lie. If I had a fake personality, I would choose a better one. If I had a fake personality, I would choose a way better one. If I had a fake personality, I would choose like a cute anime girl who is like a little shy, but is a little bit more innocent. She would still get embarrassed easily because that's good content. But I think that she would be less foul-mouthed and less dirty, probably. I think that would do better, for sure. Especially with this face. Short temper for sharp streamer. Again, 2 feet is crazy. I was like found one of them, the wild YouTube algo, because I was playing Isaac and I didn't know she was one of the voice actors, and the second she said to me was, well, That's really funny. That's really funny. The thing I like about these voice actors is how they're not hiding it. They're just like, here's where I am, and just blasting their info now. Because, like, I think that there's a lot of... How do I put it? I think there is a lot of discourse and different opinions about connecting people's past lives to their current lives, especially in the Western VTubing sphere. But I've come around to it where basically I think that if your company screwed you over, it's totally okay to blast your new socials in a very obvious way. I think your company screwed you over. I'm kind of a traditionalist. I'm a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to stuff about, like, past lives and other identities connected with current identities. I'm a bit traditional in that way. But I think if your company screwed you, it's super valid. Yeah, Rina, you're packing 2 feet. 2 feet wide, at least. What OVAs are you talking about, the 3? I'm not talking about anything specific, just talking in general, you know? You know, if you know, you know. You're that cute anime kid. Oh my god! But do you wish I was a bit more innocent and a bit less foul-mouthed and stop talking about rectal exams? You're so cute when you're angry. Is it cute? I don't want to be cute. If I could take a play character to be whatever makes the streamer happiest and never trips you. Oh, you're silly. Now you're not faking it because no human alive could fake how embarrassed you. I'm gonna kill you. After the controversy, stop being completely taboo under circumstances compared to before when it was 100% taboo. Yeah, like especially in Western VTubing, I think there are cases where it's more okay. I think in Japan it's more complicated, but I also think that a lot of people self-censor probably the bad treatment they get from companies over there because of cultural reasons. So I don't know. Something less taboo. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And there are certain circumstances you absolutely should connect it to, but it shouldn't be the norm. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too, basically. Misfaking it for someone brings up... Shut up. Shut up, you annoy me. I just want to support those talented people I love. Yeah, exactly. I do think, like, the thing is, like, I do think that a lot of the Western VTubing culture is a bit too open about connecting people's past lives. Like, I've seen people who, like, oh my god, they're so crazy. They'll actually tag, like, the past life account, or, like, mention their full legal past life name. And I'm like, bro, have a little bit of decorum. Or someone will be like, they'll be like in the thread, and they'll be like, hey, who are you talking about? And the person will just say their full legal past life name. I'm like, dude, it's not that hard. Do a tiny little bit of research. And you'll find out who they're talking about, I swear to God. Or do it in DMs at least. Like, let's have some decorum. Don't use full legal names. And people are just so, and that's part of the reason, that's part of the whole thing that's a problem. Like, the lack of media literacy and inability to research. Like, a lot of the kids these days, they don't know how to research, and they just want to be spoon-fed all the information. And I'm like, I get you, because sometimes people are really cryptic, and I'm like, I don't know who that is. But, like, put in a little bit of elbow grease, put in a little bit of work, and you'll figure out who it is quite easily. Quite easily. Gotta keep kayfabe, right, it's kayfabe. Alive, brother. Exactly, basically, exactly. If some reason Twitter decides to just put videos past something, you don't just air it out for the world. Basically! Or if you do, like, don't do it out in the world. Do it in your private spaces. Do whatever. Do it in a private Discord for, you know, as God intended. Between the private Discord with you and maybe 10 other people. And it's so not super hard to find this stuff out, man. And that, actually, related to that, how do you guys feel, where do you guys sit on the line between kayfabe and realism? Or how do you mean? Hi, Fast Rabbit! How you doing? How are you doing today? We're just talking a bit about VTuber culture. So, like, do you guys like the end where you have, like, there's the extreme end where you have a VTuber who's like, I'm a rabbit. I eat only carrots, and I live in a big cage. Rabbit. And then you have the opposite end, where it's basically just a normal streamer, a regular streamer, who just has an anime avatar. So they'll be like, I work at UPS, and I have taxes I pay or something. You know what I mean? Pecco. I don't even think Pecco's... Actually, no, Pecco's pretty good at that. But yeah, like, between the two extreme ends. Because I think that, like... I think that, for sure, I think part of the reason why I was attracted to VTubing in general was the fact that you get to see anime characters playing video games and chat with them and stuff like that, right? So the anime characters come to life. So I think that, for me personally, I like having a degree of kayfabe. But on the other hand, I think that if they're too into the kayfabe, it can be kind of, like, I don't know, then again, I think JP streamers are just built different. Don't you guys think? Don't you think that the JP streamers are built different? Because I think it's probably because it's in a language I don't know, right? But when JP streamers like really play into kayfabe, and they do voice and they do like vocal tics, and when they do like super role playing, it doesn't feel cringe. It feels kind of like, oh, this is acceptable. That I'm buying into the role play. I'm buying into this. I'm suspending my disbelief. You know. On the side of the realist, I sure hope the UBS guy hopes so too. Lore doesn't matter to me too much, but playing the theme is fun. I bet I don't mind the streamer puts on a character, but I also like the disconnect being anime talking about working. That's true. Yeah, JP is next level. It's very different. I think Variance Project being full lore is refreshing. To be honest, I think Variance Project is what my company wanted to be like. I saw some of their posts today, I'm like, damn, this is what my company wanted to be like, because there's like... The lore that I am not allowed to use anymore was full of a bunch of shit like that, man. It was crazy. I really get hiding their true selves from a young age because of society, so it's fine. That's crazy, but probably true. Flying towards the ladder, but I respect the character and the effort that goes into it. As in, you prefer the realism side? But on the other hand, but like, cause like, if you do it in the West, I don't know. Do you guys? I'll let you guys mention it, like other streamers for just this conversation. But do you guys know any Western streamers that really play into the kayfabe a lot and it doesn't feel cringe? Because I feel like because I recognize the language that Western streamers are streaming in, it feels so cringe when they play into the full character. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's so hard. But on the other hand, I think that no matter what you do, an aspect of their true personality will bleed through, no matter what happens. I just kind of can't decide what proportion between the kayfabe and the realism I like to, where I want it to be. Like, whenever you go on tangents with the very real shit going on a day to the day, and it generally makes me so happy I don't get it. Aww! Cute. Cute. At the end of the day, it's a VA rule. The character has to fit the performer. That's fair, too. It always... As everyone I know is debuted recently, I'm not used to the new lore. Might be for different reasons, though. Oh, do you know their name? They're an English one, right? Alright, Weeb, stop pretending you don't know JP. Me? As I don't know Japanese, or I don't know JP VTubers. No, I'm talking about... I was saying Western VTubers. Do you guys know any Western ones that play into the whole kayfabe? Because I think that one Western... I was reading this post the other day where they were saying that... It was like... I think it's quote routine someone being like some anime character, and they're like, wow, this is how Mori Calliope was at the debut. And I don't remember. The only thing I remember about her debut is her being really awkward. I don't remember her playing into the kayfabe a lot. Like, apparently she made a lot of death puns and stuff like that. But I really don't remember that at all. I think all VTubers and corporals, their year one is mostly... The 1 year is mostly hazing. Well, hi, Topher! You mean hazing from the company, or do you mean, like, from everyone else? Oh my, I just got lost in a video of cobbler repair shows. That's so real. I told you about how I love watching videos where people, give, like, horses, like, they cut their toenails, right? They cut their hooves. I love that shit. Maka! Hello, Makaraki! My sweet, beautiful baby! Thank you. Oh my god, I almost said congratulations. My brain is so broken! Not congratulations! Hello, Mocha! If you please give Mocha your... I'm losing it. I'm freaking losing it. Stop, not congratulations! Not congratulations! Sorry, my brain's... It's okay, my brain's... Oh my god, we can be my working together. I've seen that dojin. Happy birthday, Mocha. Stop! Please give Mocha your support and love. Mocha is dying, dying, but not like fully dying. Mocha is focusing on music now, and we'll be back sometimes in like collab streams and stuff like that. But please give Mocha your love. They are gonna focus on their true love, music, and me in the future. We're not exposing her. I don't like those tags. Okay, I've never read more Metamorphosis. Why is it Mocha? That's crazy. Anyways, I love you, my sweet. Don't expose my fat balls. What are you calling fat balls during your stream? That's crazy. Man, she really don't give a fuck anymore. She don't gaff at all. I love you too. I hope your stream went super well. Thank you for bringing your bros here, the Roki bros. Thanks for coming along. I hope you guys are having a good time with Mocha. Cherish these last few moments as Mocha turns into a dying star, okay, guys? Way before all this. Oh, interesting. Honestly, so real. After I left my company, I just like didn't gaff anymore. I learned that apparently alcohol is really bad for your throat for singing. Why not? That's peak storytelling. The tags. Oh, Metamorphosis. I don't know, but I feel like it'll change something in me. I've never watched Two Girls, One Cup. I've never watched Metamorphosis. I have read Brave Tepig. But I've not seen those other things. I never watched Human Centipede. God, I got in trouble with my company for saying I snorted a ton of cocaine during my debut. That's great. Amazing. Awesome face. Thank you for doing the stewardship. Woohoo! Don't watch the Kiss Exis watch along. Just watch anything else. You watch Chocolate Rain. But that was just a song. JoJo ending is canon. What does that mean? I can show you Two Girls, One Cup IRL. Do I want to see that, Mocha? I don't think I want to. I really don't think I want to. There's a very distinct shift between corporate and indie. Multiple of those prefer learning that they're mean. That's crazy. Don't watch it right now, face! I do? I don't... I'm scared. But hi, Mocha. Love you, Livy. Please don't feel, to Mocha and also to the Roki Bros, please don't feel a need to stay behind if you have been shitting all day, or you need to go shit or piss or drink, not related to each other, or need to go sleep or eat. Please don't feel the need. I'm sure it's been hours hanging out with Mocha. Mocha saying all this with Deku voice. Bakudeku slime, Bakudeku slime. The best off clap ever. I don't know. I think I would die. I think I would lose. I would take away my vision. She's scared for Rina. Clip it. I don't like it. I don't like scat. Mocha! Mocha! Mocha, thank you for the 5 gifties. Wizard, the Kagashi, Joey. I want to Kent and Katyusha. Thank you for the gift subs! I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna take your head and eat it like a praying mantis. We're gonna mate and then I'm gonna bite your head off. Enjoy that. Mocha's a fucking chat. Mocha is a chat. I love Mocha. Duffy Mocha. Yeah! Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, baby. Nom nom. Actually, before you guys got here, we were just talking about VTuber culture. Good night, me and chat. Good night! Have a good rest of your night. I hope you finish that bowl. Yeah, we were talking about VTuber culture and how, like, the difference between, the spectrum, basically, what you prefer. Do you prefer the one end, where a character plays fully into a character? So they're like, oh, I'm a fairy, I'm 3 inches tall, and I fly around. I don't know what a technology is. I don't know these things. Or do you like the other end, where they're, like, basically just a normal streamer, but they have an anime avatar? We were just talking about that. I think I missed some messages about that, but let's see. Meavy, after I was talking about Meavy. She's cute naturally, so it fits her a lot. To be fair, though, I don't watch many VTubers anymore besides you and her. You love me! You're in love with me! I mean, the kayfabe isn't huge, but you're more of it than there used to be. You definitely... but there's more of it than you used to be. You definitely know her, though. Oh, really? The VTuber Cecilia is a automaton, so it's really on point, especially when she does makeup on her. Oh, that's really cute! I like when they do that. She's dead now, but I really like... You know what's my favorite bit? One of my favorite bits was when... If you know about her, she's dead. Rest in peace. But Biscotti from V4 Mirai back in the day, she, like... My favorite kayfabe for her was when, like, she would do hand cam streams, and she just had... She had hooves. She had the gloves that were just... Or she had her hooves, because she's a horse. When she just had hooves, it was so funny. I loved when she would do hand cam and use her hooves. So funny. Biscotti. The hoof cams. Yes! She really did that. Yeah, she's so funny. She's so freaking funny. Different appeals. Yeah, I think so too. And I also think it depends on where your background is for which you prefer. So I think that if you got into VTubers from JP and like Japanese VTubers, you're probably more used to the stronger kayfabe vibe. Like the fact that they really play into it. And I think that's, you know, but in the West, it's like way more lax. Not just in that, but a lot of the culture is really lax too. Biscotti rip, yeah. I wonder where she went. Huh. VTubers, yeah, Twitch VTubers are really different. That's the first stream for her. That's so funny. I love that. Hi, Shaq. Welcome. That's so freaking funny. She's glue now. Oh my god, just like my Umas. What kind of horse do you think Biscotti was? For like Uma Musume. I think she must have been... I think either a late... Okay, I think that she's not pacer. Either maybe a front runner. I feel like she would be a front runner. A front runner turf horse. Front runner turf. Yeah, front turf. I don't watch Twitch because I have YouTube Premium. I just can't. Oh, real. So real. That's the reason why, if I have an option, if someone's multi-streaming between Twitch and YouTube, I immediately switch to YouTube. Not just because I have Premium, but dude, the Twitch ads sometimes break the stream. Like, I can't watch, like, why do I have to watch 7 ads in order to watch the stream? I don't even know if I'm gonna like the stream. After thinking about it, Shindiggs does some great kayfabe. Because of the stuff he does to incorporate his stream, or even in general, his character. I think it helps if you do relevant streams for kayfabe. That's true. That's true. Should I do more Bible readings? It's like a mix of Gold Chip and Haru. Late that doesn't win. That's so... You think she wouldn't win? When you had Law, remember you tried to keep the kayfabe up, especially right after it, but it doesn't seem to happen all too often now. Yeah. I do think that part of me should play it up a tiny bit more. Because I think that that is the fun part of VTubing. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm just... Like I said before with my conversations with Issa, right now, I'm just trying to keep afloat. Right now, I'm just trying to keep afloat, guys. Right now, what I'm trying to do is the two membership streams a month. 3 streams a week. Sometimes, occasionally, I'll do an interesting stream like tomorrow's Omegaverse stream. And working on the merch for birthday, and then maybe covers. That's what I'm trying to juggle right now. I can't do anything too special. I even stopped. I used to post, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to post shorts when I wasn't streaming. I fell off the wagon with that. I super fell off the wagon, so I gotta get back on that eventually. But right now I'm just keeping afloat. My Twitch account doesn't get ads, and what? Did you hack the mainframe? You hacked the system? 7 unskippable 3. It is crazy. The 7 unskippable ads is crazy. The Twitch auto accept it. If I go to Twitch, I immediately see ads and I just click out. And it sucks because a lot of people like. I know when I used to stream on Twitch, in a different universe, I like. I would forget all the time to play the pre-roll ads, not pre-roll, like the pre-roll ads at the top of the hour. If you play ads at the top of the hour, then the people won't get ads for you know, for the next hour. But the thing is, people forget to do that all the time. I forgot to do that all the time, so just play automatic ads. It's not his character, it's how Shindig commits to the bit. Oh, like all the OBS stuff he does, right? Just focus on staying afloat. We'll be here no matter what. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Twitch Turbo is not as good value. I don't even know what Twitch Turbo is, to be honest. All I know was about Prime membership because of Amazon. I have no idea. I just don't get them, even on mobile. What the hell? Maybe do you have subs to the streamers? You used to be brave to not use such ads. I don't know what that means, and I don't listen. If it's a friend though, I'll watch the ads for them because I'm like, I guess I'll give you my 30 cents. There's several ads for you and all streams without having to sub. But what is it? What do you get it from? Man, I'm so stinky right now. Sorry. Sorry, it's hot, so I can smell myself. Like, I can smell the smell of human sweat. Rina, can I clip your food concert from a few weeks ago? Yeah, sure, of course you can. I don't remember what it's from, but of course you can. You buy Twitch Turbo? Oh, servers. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, so it's so much better to buy Twitch Turbo than to buy individual subs, right? Oh, but do streamers get a bigger cut of the subs instead? Ooh, has this. You know how the core fans feel when we'll be here as long as you on stream. Yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I try my best. Me try my best. Do you actually not, God? You're so like so oblivious. God, wait. Stop! Stop! I don't like your stream of consciousness typing. Something accent. Gross. You guys would not like that shit in real life. I saw this post talking about how like nobody actually wants a girl failure. Because if you actually dated a neat girl failure, she would not keep herself together. She would not like keep herself clean. Her hair would be a mess. Her clothes would smell, and her room would be a total mess. It would have garbage and mold and like moldy food and shit all over the floor, and it'd be like a hoarder's dream, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, you don't actually want to date that kind of mentally ill girl failure. Hot? You're unwell. I never bought Turbo. Maybe they might have. Who knows? Maybe there's like a family plan. Sometimes the ads I get are full music video for. That's crazy! Wait, on Twitch or on YouTube? Hi, Yusei! We love hags in this house. Unwell. Girl musk, you, but boy musk. And you don't want that! Because there will be stains everywhere. Yeah, I'm here for you, not for what game you're playing. We'll be here regardless. Thank you, Bastion. I appreciate you. You guys wouldn't like IRL. Okay, pull up. I'll smell your... No, you don't. Stop! Stop! Gross. Dude, it's so funny, the kind of ads they give me. Because I'm like... Because like, even if you say, I don't want to opt into customized ads tailored for you, they're still gonna kind of steal your info because they sell from other vendors anyway. So, like, I'm so curious. Like, the ads they give me that are... Well, Twitch only has a certain pool of ads because they have a lot of advertisers pull out because it's not safe to stream on Twitch or to put your ads on Twitch all the time. But anyway, the ones on YouTube at least, so funny seeing what they give me. Like, usually they'll give me stuff relevant to me, right? They'll give me, like, you know, VTubers, like other VTubers, an anime-influenced game, Starlight Revolver, or whatever MMO, right? But, like, recently, I don't know why, but recently, they started giving me a bunch of ads for, like, online casinos. Has my online behavior changed to make them think that I'm really into online gambling? Because I don't. I don't think. Have I been screaming gambling into the mic too much? Give me back my cute anime girl ads. Don't, like, give them back. I click on it sometimes. I've actually dealt with actual girlfriends, and one of my fetishes inspired me to become better while I enjoy their must and last. Oh, that was almost wholesome. That was almost wholesome that you made it fucked up at the end. Good stuff. This thing serves as a tracker. Please don't. I'll just blend into, you know, you hide a tree among the forest. I'll just go to an anime convention and then you'll never find me. I used to have date a girl that had depression episode that changed her to a girlfriend. I confirm it's like state. Exactly! Because they have to take care of they can't take care of themselves. You have to take care of every aspect and it gets tiring. Alexians make so much money. They just throw so much money on ads. It's true. So true. Gacha has ruined your but it was anime games. It was anime games at least. Just one max win, they'll go away. I don't think so. You guys know how it works, right? Once you win a little bit of a boom on something they have, they fix the algo so you lose your money, but they keep sinking, like pulling you in with little wins. You just think on Fusion cards, I keep getting ads from Royal. That's crazy. That's crazy. Because of gacha games, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, that's the only reason I can imagine. But gacha games are such a far cry from regular online casinos, you know? How does gacha games have the date with death game advertised to you? Oh, I forgot. They weren't gacha games. They were all dating sims or VNs. They were okay. A few of them are on my radar already, but like, I don't... Again, Rina Astera does not buy any games unless they're on sale for like maybe $10. I don't buy games on full price unless I have a horrible crash out and I just suddenly buy it and I can't resist. Rina shower tracker where you I shower every day! Because if I don't, it stinks. Oh, how did that? Oh, I read that. First, I like babying cute girls. I just said I'm actually a softie. But you don't wanna like nurse them the entire time, right? Do you like... Because here's the thing. There's a stereotype about girls liking a project. Like, the stereotype about girls liking to take a, like, fucked up dude and, like, fix him up into her dream man. Like fixing the project. Do you guys... Does it work in the reverse? Do you guys like picking up a girl failure who's really fucked up and, like, fixing her? And I'm talking, like super bad. Like, doesn't shower, doesn't wash her face. You have to fix her entire life. Like, do you like that? Idea of anime slot machines. Newfound expensive. Oh yeah, I remember they're pachinko machines, right? They're not actual slot machines. Pachinko is so different. I don't understand it. Google Glasses for last time. I was a 40+ woman who buys. Do you share? Does anybody else? Do other people use your Other people in your house? Is there a 40+ woman in your house who uses the internet and shares an IP with you? Did you? Isn't that what you did to us? Well. I just think everybody should live their best life. In my case, I'm not fixing you guys to be my dream man or anything. I just want you guys to have a better life. And I think that having a better life begins at feeling better about yourself. Because, like, no matter what happens on the outside, it doesn't matter unless you feel it on the inside. You know what I mean? If you feel better about yourself inside, then the changes will come outside and affect the rest of your life. And I just want people to have a better life that way. Because like, I feel pretty good about myself now. So I want other people to too. I'm manipulative. When I used to have bitches, I used that afraid of myself to eventually fix her. So you do like it. Yes. Damn. This is bad, but I kind of want one as a pet. You want a girl as a pet? No? Likely. My relative visit from time to time, like once a year. Oh, as in like no one does. That's so interesting. Huh. Man, you guys are gonna be, all of us are gonna be so boned when they implement the age verification. Cause I'm gonna have to look up like pottery classes once a week just to make sure people think that I'm old. Hell no, I can barely take care of myself. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't actually want to take care of a singular person and have their entire burden on me. I want to give general advice for people to fix themselves. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, you know? So you don't want your dream man to live his best life? I think that I do want them to, but I also think that my dream man should come to me like as a senior project. He should be mostly, you know, aware of who he is and who he wants to be and what his needs or wants are. I'm not saying that you have to be perfect when you meet me, but I think that we should come together as two individuals who have worked on ourselves a lot and come together to hopefully, you know, make each other even better or like, you know, support each other, you know? But we shouldn't complete each other. I think you should complete yourself. Are you being wholesome? Sometimes I'm wholesome, guys. Sometimes I'm wholesome, but you guys don't like when I'm too wholesome all the time. Then we get all mushy. You guys are like, I love you, Rina. Rina, you are old. No. I had that kind of just look up hentai a YouTube searcher once a week per week and easy. I think that's even more little boy behavior, don't you think? You're right. I need to love myself. Time to treat myself and move to Brazil. Stop. You can't do that. You can't work your job remote from Brazil. Would be married with a rich woman that she plans on eloping with. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. You guys know what my type is. What the person I want to date is. I've told you guys, but it seems to be a tall order. Just want a guy who dresses, he doesn't have to be super well, just dresses like decently. No, don't wear anime graphic tees all the time and jeans. Just don't do that. Just a guy who dresses well, as in wear clothes that fit him, that aren't just anime graphic tees. He needs to be funny, as funny as me or funnier. He needs to share my own beliefs. And cute, you know? It's not that much. It's not, oh, not racist. It's not that much. It's not that much, and yet, it's so hard. It's so hard out there. You want a project, you want a DIY kit where all the pieces are right. Kind of, yeah, a little bit. That's why my partner and I should be lifting each other up and make each other better. Exactly, because you become a pillar, like, but in a bad way, you know? Like, a house needs three supports, or the strongest structure has 3 supports. I present someone who's sane when I'm at work. So you let it out here. And actually, you're still pretty sane here. Funnier, there's no way. I know. It's so hard. Sickness from the heart is difficult to fix heal, but the person who needs help should also be willing. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I totally agree. Because you can give people as much advice as they want, but if they don't want to change, there's nothing that's going to change. And you can't force people to want to change. They have to find that draw inside. It's also in a similar vein, but not really. But like, it's about language. That's why learning languages or anything doesn't work that well unless you have an internal motivation. External motivation is fine, but you need an internal motivation to keep going as well. The funnier that your part's gonna be. I know, right? I'm so funny. Not racist, that's a tall word. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I am funny. You just don't want to. Oh, yeah, not racist. He's so annoying. I was joined my older brother. He dresses alt and makes his own clothes. Would I date him? Is he funny though? Like as funny as me? I'm slowly going insane. Oh my god, it's so true, bestie. Same here. Actually, no, I have meds for that. Have you considered getting meds? I mostly just want a failed daughter that I'm forced to take care of when I live with my 5'6" lawyer husband. Cute! That would be really cute! Oh my god. See, having a daughter would be really cute, because you could dress up in the cutest clothes and do her hair and stuff. It'd be so cute. I'm not funny or racist, but I dress like a Redditor, so I'm out. What is a Redditor dress like? Is it the, like, milady stuff? My brother's funny, so I know I don't ever laugh as hard as I do. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. Is he cute? Actually, that'd be crazy. Imagine if I dated not one of you guys, but one of your siblings. Doesn't it feel a little bit cuckoldry? Doesn't it? A little bit? God. I gotta shower soon. Graffitis and sweatpants have no sense of style whatsoever. Ah. You tried, like, mixing it up with your, like, instead of just graphic tees. You know what has really good clothes, really good basics? If you have any Uniqlo near you. Honestly, if you go to Uniqlo and buy clothes there in the men's section that just fit you, generally speaking, a lot of the clothes from Uniqlo are really good because you mix and match them. They're all very simple basics that are usually, like, they're cut in a way that makes your body usually look kind of okay. And you can mix and match most of the things from there and it'll look okay together. So even if you have no sense of style, it'll be okay. Stop making the stream hot. What are you saying? I also say the most bastion insane possible shit with such crazy then friends have known me for 6 years. That really happened last time I hung with the boys. Real and true. No, but imagine dating one of your parents so you could chastise us for not taking out the trash. I mean, maybe. Some of you are kind of young, so maybe your parents are dateable. Please date my sister. I'm starting to get... Sorry, you! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You pissed me off so bad. He has braids in his hair, pansexual, and he's 5'3". Interesting. Today I wore a blue-collar shirt and cap. That's not bad! That's not bad, actually, but that sounds like you're dressing like an IT guy. I love Uniqlo. I love Uniqlo, too! I buy all my clothes there. I always feel embarrassed when I walk into Uniqlo with my full Uniqlo fit. It's so funny. I'm like, I promise I wasn't shoplifting. I just love this store. That'd be some crazy NTR. I'm sure there's Dojin Bus soon, probably. With the way that there's like so much VTuber content with like manga and stuff like that now. You keep mentioning how stinky you are. I'm not trying to arouse you. I just can't stop smelling myself. You know, guys say, hello, guys. Welcome. I was telling the chat earlier. I was like, I think that you're probably one of the ones who are on the higher, like the older end of the chat room, probably. Rina, I literally work in tech. I knew it. You need a killer worker like this bitch again. Yeah. I said stop. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, huh? This is why you're scaring the Huz. You're scaring the Huz so badly. Base are very good because you don't go to trend use. Exactly, I totally agree. That's why, like, so the way that I used to buy clothes is I'd buy clothes if I just liked it. If I liked it, it would be like cute, and I would just buy it. But now the way that I buy clothes, especially if I buy Uniqlo and those kind of stores, I mostly buy pieces that I think I can match with other pieces in my wardrobe. Because that way, like, instead of buying... The beginner step, I think, is buying an outfit, like an entire fit that you like. And the second step, if you're not, like, you know, if you're more better at planning your outfits, is buying pieces that you think are very timeless and will go with a lot of outfits. Because that way, no matter what you have, you'll mix and match in something that's quite cute or works for you, you know? So that's why I shop with that in mind. I was wearing khakis and polo today, full business casual. Cute! I mean, that's kind of cute. It works for the basic outfit. Bro, stop your skin now. That's what I'm saying. Esther reads, I'm not around your age! I'm 21. Gatekeeping the wife at double. Which part is gatekeeping? Which part? The part where you're talking about stink... Oh, when you're scaring the huzz? That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm also 21. Shut up. I wear purple polo. Why is everybody wearing polos? Is wearing polos and, like, khakis, like the business casual look for guys? Yeah, Rina's around my age. I'm 21. Yeah. Then again, in summer it's kind of hard. But I think that you have a lot of nice basic... They have, like, actually a lot more options for you guys now for basic cuts of shirts. I feel bad because I think that a lot of guys, they don't have as interesting fashion as women do. Women's fashion. And I think also, like, it's harder... I think that there isn't as much of a wealth of knowledge for dudes growing up in terms of fashion. Because, like, I think that unless you're into certain fandoms, you don't have a really good role model for, like, fashionable icons in a lot of media that you grow up with. Whereas for women, you have, like, they tend to... Like, women in media tend to dress in a more interesting and, like, you know, unique ways. They vary a lot more. But for guys in media, like, now they're getting better, but back in the day, probably not. I was a business, so I had to be. I sometimes wear a Splatoon tees to work. Yeah, that makes sense for you. And ironically, yes. I track that critical white shirt, black shorts every day. If it works, it works. But, you know, I think I have friends who dress well, but they also just wear the same outfit every day. I'm like, don't you want to vary it up a little bit? Don't be an NPC. My fall fits go hard, my summer fits are complete. Oh, that's a big mood. I feel that. I think, man, I can't figure out why Rina has no female viewers. Then the stream starts and we all go, wow, heck, smells sniffy. And how you miss eyes like Joe and we're all women are. I don't know. But I don't think I know a lot of female streamers who have a huge female audience. I don't know how you do that. Listen, I just rock a shirt and if I feel comfortable with it, I look like a good chat deal with it. That's great mentality to have, though. That's a great mentality. If you just feel confident if you feel confident in your fashion and you like how you look in your fashion, then that's all you need to have. That's all you need to know. But if there's any part of you who feels like not that you don't like your fashion, but you wish that your fashion had more variance, or you want to explore more styles and explore more stuff, then I say explore that urge. You should totally go for it. Because everybody deserves to feel good about how they look and feel good when they go out. So, yeah. Anime and anime adjacent hobbies are also August Fest. But there's so many female anime fans too. And you know, you look at any Ikemen streamer and they have huge swaths of women in their audience. And obviously there's, you know, something to be said about the fact that there's Ikemen. But like there's gotta be a clue, right? My older brother asked me for fashion advice and perfume recommendations. It's so much fun. It's like, yeah! I know a lot of people who like dressing up, who like doing like makeovers for men, like queer-eyeing them, because it's so nice to be able to help them bring out their own strengths and their, like, because everybody has strengths in their appearance and things that they are great to emphasize or things that will help them look, you know, help them emphasize their natural strengths. Which also I think about makeup too, is makeup is emphasizing your natural strengths and the things that are great about your features. So like when you can help somebody find that and see that, like see them glow, they're like, oh my god, I look great. It's so nice. Makeup streamers have all a female audience. I don't think I can do that. Can Ikemen mod on catfish all the female anime? I don't think I could do that because everyone will say I'm Ash Ketchum. Rina wants me to explore my urges to feel good. Feel good about yourself, yes. If you're doing, but don't tell me about it if you're doing it in a visceral way. I like combined colors, that's about it. I like dark, cool colors, and I'm actually confident. That's fine too. That's actually very in. Color blocking is a thing that is in, you know. So my UK jungle / girly pop edge runner drip one cut. I mean, it sounds kind of cute to be honest. I kind of like that. Rebranded the shit. No, I don't think that works either, dude. You think that, but actually that's just things in all the people who like femboys. Now, if I was a future, I'd rather be the pink twink than an Ikemen. Just fits better. I mean, to some people that's synonymous, to be honest. Because Ikemen is a range. For all intents and purposes, Ikemen just means a hot anime man. You know? Bring all the freaky women? I don't know. Well, I don't know if I want that either. There's only room for one freaky woman in this chat. That's me. I'm the alpha freak, you know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? Are you saying pot or what? I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying the term ikemen could be very... Like, a twink could be an ikemen, you know? Including Issa. No, she's not in this chat. She's not watching anymore. She's like playing League of Legends or something. If anything, I'll gatekeep from them. I thought that said, for a second, I thought that said, don't worry, if anything, I'll gatekeep them eunuchs. And I'm like, no, let the eunuchs in. I don't discriminate. If you want, hey, if you're taking a break between scheming against the other eunuchs or like, you know, dripping poison into the Emperor's ear and you want to come watch me, go ahead. We welcome all eunuchs here. There's a distinct lack of freaky women to rant about you positively on Twitter. Oh, like as if there was more freaky women, then I would get more airplay on the Twitters. I guess so. I guess that's true. I've often discussed this difference with other VTubers, saying like I think male VTubers are, or not, sorry, male VTuber fans are more like, how do I put it? More outwardly freaky, like they say the freakier shit. But I think that female VTuber fans are the kind who actually talk more about their OCs online. Like, if you look at the accounts of male VTuber fans, you don't see them crying and being like, oh my god, my OC stream was so good, or being like, oh my god, OC was so cute during it, or whatever, you know what I mean? It's mostly the female VTuber fans who do that. Male VTubers are like more, like they do it in a different, or male VTuber fans do it in a different way. Female VTuber fans tend to create and extrapolate on the media that they consume. What the hell are we doing here? In which regard? Have you ever seen a male VTuber donathon? I haven't watched the whole thing. The money to viewer ratio. Oh yeah. Because the thing is, like female soft spending power is so strong. And I persuade women to take the cake in both trades. The thing is, they might be freakier, but they don't say the freaky shit in the chat. You know what I mean? They won't say in the chat like I'm gonna drink your sweat. You know? I mean, they might say it, but like you guys say the freakier shit. What? Do you stalk us on Twitter? Not you guys specifically. Don't get ahead of yourselves. But in general, I haven't played League in 3 weeks. Am I hot now? You're hotter than you were before. Thought you were gonna say that male fans say freaky things and girl fans want to get spit in their mouth. Not untrue. The male should not speak out about our feelings and things. Yeah, I guess that's true. That's a good observation. Cause yeah, I think you see, like, if you ever see any, like, go on Twitter. If you see any male VTuber, like, male VTuber fan, like a guy who is a VTuber fan, and their account, because you'll see they have like 50 Oshi marks in their name. But if you go on their actual tweets, like their timeline, all they have is like retweets of their Oshi stuff, retweet of art, like maybe they're tweeting about video games, and that's it. You go to a female VTuber fan, like a fan who is a female, and you see them screaming about their Oshi and talking about how much they love them. They're retweeting, they're also retweeting fan art, but they're talking a lot more about their Oshi. Like you'll see, like you'll actually be able to tell the personality of the female VTuber fan. But male VTubers, they don't use Twitter. They don't use Twitter in a normal way to tweet. Usually they just use it to stalk their Oshis if they have like an Oshi Katsu account. I forgot I was female. It happens to the best of us. I've gotten more comfortable saying how totally not obsessed with you I am, and I'm very considering getting more active on Twitter. Ah, that's very sweet of you. I appreciate that. I only know one female VTuber fan that says truly unhinged things in other people's chats. Who's that, I wonder? I wonder who that is. Female VTuber fans scare me. They're powerful, but they're also very scary. Because I think that female VTuber fans are also more... They also are very active. It's both like a how do I put it? It's both a blessing and a bane. I don't know how to put it in normal ways. Because like they're very community oriented and they'll create a lot of stuff. But I think if you piss off a female VTuber fan base, they are also more likely to like wreck you, to mess you up, or feel deeply betrayed and like, you know, they don't forget. But like I think a male VTuber, like male fans are less likely to be in your face about it, at least. And I think they're less likely to organize like maybe like a hate campaign. But maybe I'm being biased. Confirm, I'd get off Twitter if it weren't for VTubers. I can see that. Yeah. VTubers are originally driving pop idols who are marketed towards women. Oh, I can see that, yeah, for sure. Wait, who are marketed towards women? You mean like male pop idols, or you just mean pop idols? I mean, there is a difference between pop idols, like female pop idols who are marketed to men and marketed to women. There are differences, but I always thought that traditionally they were marketed towards men. I've actually gotten much less active on Twitter since I found out I was dying. I mean, that would make sense. That makes sense. But you also don't tweet that much, how do I put it? You don't tweet original tweets on your account, do you, often? You're mostly replying to people, aren't you? There's many more chances to be shamed for our gushing than if we were female fans, because for some reason, for females, they're generally better viewed, but if you're a male if there's a chance you're called a... And this is like not just about VTubing. It's just about how I think fan consumption culture goes in general. Like, I think that one of the peculiarities of large female fan bases is that they create a lot of fun projects. So they'll create a lot of projects like magazines, like zines, which are like projects organized around a specific topic or a person. And basically it's a bunch of fans coming together to make a little bit of it, like a little magazine around a theme for usually for nonprofit, you know? So like often, so that's why you see a lot of like people who have huge female fan bases for their birthdays. You'll see often that they have like organized like birthday projects where they compiled all the fan art or wrote notes or talked about their favorite streams and stuff like that. And I think those documents are super interesting to read. But if you look at, I think that for male VTuber fans, it's actually common that female. Well, actually no, they're both common. I think something that happens in both crossovers is that a lot of them will do billboard projects. Billboard projects are pretty common in both fandoms. It's meant to represent the ideal independent woman, which men just happen to like. She's not bro. Who's not bro? It's meant to represent the ideal independent woman, which men just happen to like. Oh, I can see that concept. Yeah, I can see that. There's definitely a higher chance of being called weird person if guessed by your Oshi's male fan, but I don't care. I love my Oshi. Oh, Captain. I don't think it's kind of sad. I think that I wish that male VTuber fans were allowed to gush more and to be openly happy about the things they enjoy. Personally, I'm tired of being looked down upon for loving things I love for less. That's why I don't usually tweet out and stuff. I'm sure that I'm not the only one who feels that way. Yeah, it seems like it is. I think it is a bit like about consumption or about like socialization of guys and girls in general, right? And I feel sad about that. I think that dudes should be able to express their love and enjoyment of things more often and not just in secret Discord cabals. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm in a Greek scholar. This is the modern symposium! Well, trust me, I'm gushing. I'm gushing with something too. As a female VTuber fan, other girls like me have a higher chance of parasocial because of their young age. This is also true. I think that is a slight issue. I feel like, interestingly enough, typically, at least in the West I've seen, is that female VTuber fans, for a lot of them, tend to skew younger. They tend to skew younger. So you'll get a lot of people who have very young audiences that are somewhat vulnerable. And I'm not saying, and that's not necessarily relevant in the way that, it's not, the VTuber's not doing anything. But I'm saying that these vulnerable audiences, like you saying, will become, super attached to the VTuber in a way that is unhealthy. And they need some sort of regulation to understand boundaries, which I think that with the way that parasocialism and internet icons are happening, the whole culture around it, it's not really easy for them to do that. Especially since I think COVID really affected people too. So you have this generation of people who are already, their interaction with the internet and strangers in general, their social, skills have developed in a really weird way because of online schooling and stuff like that. But it becomes even stranger when you are... Because no matter what happens, streamers and VTubers rely on a degree of parasocialism, of course. And I think there's nothing you can do to get away from that. So I think that there's a lot of difficulty when it comes to navigating that kind of audience. The male urge to not speak out about our feelings, even things we love. More like male urge to protect one's own sensitive heart from general view that treats us as just providing machines. Oh, Captain. Oh, Captain. That's what I'm saying. So the way that there is a male loneliness thing, and it has a lot to do with socialization. I did something like this for VTube. I follow after sharing pictures of my pizza and I have friends. I feel very comfy. Oh, that's really cute. I love that though. That's so sweet. I love when you guys share about stuff you're doing in your personal life. It's somehow more normal for me to draw you almost 200 times in a year and a half since you debuted in the defeat. That's crazy. That's so interesting. I actually think, Captain, you're very unique. Like, I think that the way that you show love to your OCs to constantly produce work is actually a little bit uncommon. Not bad, but like it's a little bit uncommon of a way to interact, like, as a male VTuber fan, to interact with your fandom, which I like, you know? Honestly, the VTuber fandom is where I've seen the most male vulnerability. Sad. It's sad, but also good that at least there's more openness in that regard. I'm not attached about like to the point of your dream, which is good. That's a very healthy boundary to set. Like, you aren't my friend, not just dream my life. No, we are friends in real life. Skim, now you call me Boat. Did I call you Captain? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was thinking about something Captain said when I responded to you. I mean, you are joke to me, but for other reasons. You're feeling I love you. Well, it did help with me loneliness at that point. It helped me for me too. I think it is something that, like I said, it helped me. It saved me during COVID. I think getting into VTubers. I hate you. Was I saying? Anyways, whereas I think what's interesting is, I don't know if this is the case, but I think that in Asia, a lot of female fans tend to be on the older end. Because I think that if you're an Asian male VTuber, like an Ikemen VTuber, you've seen, like, I think that if you've seen certain VTubers who have a huge Asian female fan base, and they spend a shit ton of money and can blow you up to the top of the earnings chart. So I'm kind of curious if there is more variation in the East compared to the West. But there may also be a degree there to be said that I think a lot of, like, if you think of typically female-oriented, like, fandoms, I think that in the West, K-pop stars are popular. K-pop stars probably have way more of a huge, like, way more of a grasp on a female fan base. Because like, obviously the female fans in the West and East, but like, you know, and irregularity in the West is the female fans there are blowing up the numbers for these stars. They're buying out their CDs, they're buying out their merch, they're buying the concerts, stuff like that. So I wonder why there is that one difference, you know? I think Rina's the most important person in my life. Oh my god, thanks so much! I'm so glad to hear that! Low-key want to learn editing to clip streams. That's so interesting. See, that's a thing that I think is really interesting too. Because if you look at the clipper ratio between different genders, I think that, like, the one thing that, even though there are a lot of female clippers, I think that a lot of male fans, one of the only ways that they feel is a really acceptable way to enjoy their Oshi and, like, create some stuff for them is to clip. Like, there are a lot, like, if you want to talk about any sort of creators in the male, like, in the male fan base, the largest amount of them are probably clippers, which is so interesting. Because I think if you look at a female fan base, the largest amount of them are probably not clippers. I think the largest of them are probably fan artists. You know? So fascinating to me. Wait, we're not friends IRL? You don't actually want to grab my waist off? No, trust! For $5.99. Gotta be asked Kobe not the same. Oh, that's crazy. That's so interesting. Amelia, I know have transitioned to being flesh streamers. I can see that too. Rina isn't the most important person in my life. Awkward. That's crazy. I can't believe you had like someone more. The only simple way to enjoy Oshis Labs by providing. See what I mean, bitches? Why are you moaning? Stop moaning! Raise his hand. Yes? Yes, Dag. Are you saying? Oh, because you're a clipper. Yeah, it's true. I think a lot of female fans will watch but not engage publicly because they're learned to avoid weird directives. They will go ham in one. Oh yeah, absolutely. Whereas, like, I guess, I don't know, actually. Do you think that there are more, like... So for Discord communities surrounding VTubers, do you think that there are more... I think that the difference is the ones with a huge... Like female fans are more likely to gather in small groups. Like, even like, they'll have Discords of their own, but they're usually like a small group of maybe like, 20 or under. Whereas I think for a male fan base, they usually typically have, like, for a VTuber, like, specific VTubers, they'll have like a huge Discord, a huge community Discord. That's at least my experience. I don't know if that's true. $5.95. Well, $5.99 is just for me to say that you're my friend. I love you, not personally. I want to share that love of the world, and art is like my only, so I will flood things. Aww, Captain! I'm sure it's not your only skill, but I really appreciate all the art you make for me. I really do. And it really touches me, and I'm like, damn, the drive you have. As in bitches and moans about the issue. Oh, I see. Honestly, are you not surprised that I thought you were just moaning in the chat randomly? Unsafe gods. Have you ever seen the Twitter crashes when they get married or have a baby? And that's the problem. I think that's part of the issue with like male loneliness, or the lack of ability for men to express themselves online. I think that because they have like that's why like a lot of times it's like how there is a statistic. I forget what the statistic is exactly, but how a lot of escorts, like a lot of adult escorts, they say that a not insignificant proportion of their audience, like not the audience, sorry, of their their audience, a not insignificant proportion of adult escorts, a not insignificant portion of their customer base are actually people who just pay them to come like talk to them or listen, or you know, comfort them. You know, it's the same with like hotline, like I think it's like online or like, you know, like adult hotlines. A lot of dudes will call them just to talk to them because they're so lonely and don't feel like they have an outlet to express themselves that way. So, you know, a lot of, I think they supplant that same emotional dependence or vulnerability on VTubers, which is why they feel that way. And I think that also because one of the only outlets that men are told growing up is an appropriate outlet to show their emotions is when it comes to love and romance and their personal romantic relationships. Whereas, like, I think that there are so many different outlets so many different outlets of emotional expression. But men are basically shown two different venues for that. They're shown romance, and then maybe in like, if in a violent way, you know, you can show aggression in fights or whatever else. And even male friendship is depicted in a way that is very different. It's changing these days, but. Hi, Rina. Hi, 80! Welcome! How you doing? I'm talking about male loneliness. I think like 1/6 of men don't have any friends, which is like sad, you know? Paying for friendship is so sad. Gives to so true, Vesti. So true. And there's a book called Baby Men that discusses this. Interesting. Adult escorts implies escorts that aren't. Well, I mean, like, I think there are escorts who literally are just escorting you to a place. Hi, Try! Welcome! Give me a reason to do it, and well, I don't. It's not a request. It's not something I hope for. It's more of like a dark premonition that I wish won't occur. In my experience, women into things like the small groups. Yes, this is also true. This is true. Let me call the bank. Okay, stop doing that. No, you're in retirement. Save it. See, just dogs I met IRL is pretty. It was not a small group. I saw the group. That was a big group, man. Yeah, sorry, you had my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister. Well, that's normal. That's just normal. Hi, Silas! Welcome! I hope you're doing well. I am doing well! So glad to see you guys. How are you doing? Trey, speaking of experience, I made fan art of now graduated male VTubers and love fans that got jealous. Some called me a pick me. That's crazy. That's so insane. But again, I think that it's the fact that there is such a weird model. There's such a weird model for online relationships, so to speak, and again for online socialization. It doesn't help that, like, I think that the internet is so... It gives you such a weird perception of what people are like, because it's a weird echo chamber, and obviously a lot of people who don't feel comfortable expressing themselves in real life, or who maybe don't have the same social acumen as other people, they're more likely to be vocal online. So you get a lot of people who aren't socialized well, or who have, like, you know, emotional vulnerability, and they're expressing it in ways that are not healthy, because they haven't figured out how to navigate that, how to emotionally regulate themselves, you know? So it's like every time I see some bullshit online, like people are obsessed with some new bullshit, and I go offline and I talk to people who don't go online, I'm like, wow. Most people aren't like this. Most people literally don't give a shit about this issue that is circulating on Twitter. I'm like, damn, I gotta go touch grass more. You have been sitting here for 2 hours. I have been sitting here for 2 hours, bro. But I like hanging out with you guys, I guess. On the plus side, I didn't find making friends art. Oh, on the minus side, romance has eluded me. Which is like, you know, it's fine, dude. Romance has eluded me. we can both have no hugs together, Kyle. Sounds like, would you press the button to, like, what, explode the planet? The effect you have on my mental state is actually insane. There has been a moment where I haven't moved wood. That's crazy! But, I mean, that's so amazing. Sometimes I look back at, like, the art I've made in the past, like, when I was younger, I'm like, damn, where'd that motivation go? I used to draw on every single blank surface, you know what I mean? You said 20, we had 18, I think. That's still huge, bro. Doing well, too. Yay, I'm glad to hear that! Yay. I was actually discussing about the differences between, like, huge female fan bases, or people who have predominantly female fan bases, or, you know, or non-specific, or people who have fan bases that are predominantly men. So for example, according to my YouTube statistics, my live streams are predominantly viewed by like 96% people who identify as men, which is like so it's like interesting to see. And I'm friends with like dudes who like, you know, have predominantly female audiences, and it's so interesting to compare the audiences and the way that they interact, both in stream, both in online spaces, and in their fan interactions. So interesting how it feels, right? Yeah, it's interesting. Not like that you have tons of friends, but you'll be single forever. Sounds like a witch press. Oh! Where's the bottom? I just have money. He wants you to be his hus. I think Kyle doesn't want me to be his hus. I think Kyle's actually very regulated. Arena, is there a big tomato? What's there? Oh shit, I missed it! Being offline low-key. It's good. It's good. So healthy for your mentality. Then getting to yogurt lately. Yeah, what kind? Greek? Or are you making your own yogurt? Saw controversy out when I was actually active in the VTuber. Ha, it's crazy, isn't it? VTuber fandom, such a time. Editing and posting tags for someone since the stream started. Oh, that's so cool! Wow, I love distracting you. I smell flea wine all over it. Over which part specifically? I can gatekeep the remaining 4%. Hi Nev, how are you doing? It's crazy for real. I just want to draw my ocean straight love. That's crazy. But people are so insane. I don't know. It's like the thing about any fandom, in my personal opinion, is that it becomes an Ouroboros where it's just like it becomes so terrible. All fandoms online eventually reach the state where they're self-cannibalizing, and just like they're so much infighting and bullshit, and like there's like you'll try to explain an online drama to someone in real life, and it's like 7 layers of inception, 7 layers of like bullshit, and the person will be like, so they got mad at you for a drawing? And you're like, yes? If you boil it down to that, technically, yes? But there's a lot more nuance. But then, like, you realize, like, the nuance doesn't really matter. They just got mad at you for a drawing. You gotta put 5.5 previous... Exactly! Got to send free glowy ore in Clash Clans. Oh, that's good, right? I never played Clash Clans. Greek yogurt. Ooh, yummy. I used to not really like Greek yogurt because I was so used to having my stuff mixed for me. But I understand Greek yogurt has its own charm too. What the hell does what does very regulated even mean? Regulated in which way? Sorry, I forget what I was talking about. It's like really easy to make friends on Discord. It depends, because I think that if you're someone, so like I was saying, how a lot of people who aren't comfortable in real life, who have who have socialization skills, you'll still get nervous in online discourse to speak out. You know, like I've been in Discord communities where I was nervous to when I joined a new Discord server, and I was nervous to speak out because like it's so hard to communicate online. You could be misinterpreted so much. Do you know how much online drama has mattered to my life the second I stepped outside my front door? 0, right? The memes go deep. Like, none of this matters, IRL, the duck big in the car. It's true! Look how big that duck is! I learned to make friends in Discord by just talking and trying to fit in. I think it worked. But see, you seem actually like you seem like you have actually decent social skills also, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is the veneer that you're pretending online, but I think you seem pretty adept, you know? Dude, I've tried so hard and was initially so confident to befriend people in Discord, but it still gets me. It's hard, especially because, like, people are so bad at communicating. And, like, I'm bad too, but, like, so many times I'll be in a Discord community, right? I'll join it, and I'll be like talking and making, like, dumb jokes or whatever, right? And my kind of humor is a little bit, like, sarcastic or, like, you know, like, I'm dumb, right? But sometimes it offends people. That's one of the concerns I have, is that the way that I do humor is kind of, like, it's not like, I make dark jokes and I'm being offensive. If you can't take it, I'm just blunt. Like, that's not what I mean. I just like to make stupid jokes, and people don't... The thing is that it doesn't always come across really obviously, but the butt of all of my jokes is me. Whenever I make a stupid joke, the butt of the joke is always me. I'm always making fun of myself, you know what I mean? But some people think that I'm making fun of them. So, like, instead of talking to me face to face and being like, hey, I don't like that joke, or hey, could you not talk like that to me, or whatever, they'll just, like, passive-aggressively hate me, or they'll passive-aggressively delete my messages, or they'll, like, talk shit about me with other people in DMs, and I'm like, just tell me I offended you, and I won't do that again. But, like, there's this whole culture, they'll be like, it shouldn't be on me to educate you, or me to tell you what you did wrong. And I'm like, what do you mean? If you don't tell me what I did wrong, how can I learn? What do you mean? I can't sense it. I don't have psychic abilities. Now, I've seen Discord servers rise and fall by my own hand during COVID era. I was like, you killed them? Like, friends is about simulation, to be honest. Really? In what way? Was a pro Discord gaslighter. That's crazy. Your butt is always in the Discord. I need it. Stop. Yeah. You've been the foundation of a very kind and mellow and collaborative Discord. Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. Like, every time you guys tell me about how the community is really chill and everything, I'm genuinely so happy to hear that. Because I never want anyone to feel left out or feel like they're being misunderstood or feel like they're being, like, isolated. Because I've been there and we've all been there. I almost feel like, you know how like in Pornhub, all of the comments in there, they're more honest and like people are just like more honestly kind of nice because it's like if you're so honest with your depravity and the darkest parts of yourself, it's like you can just be chill. You can just be comfortable with yourself. And I think like that's kind of like how the Asternauts are a little bit. Exactly. So like how do you expect a problem to be fixed if you want? That's what I'm saying, right? And I don't know why they do that. I partially suspect it's because of the COVID thing. We're taught the non-confrontation, but I also don't. I think that people are so afraid to speak out now because of how things get misinterpreted online. It's a cultural non-confrontation. Exactly. I absolutely believe that. Agree. I'm the same way. I like to like make old person jokes to people in their 20s that I know I'm older than them. They think I'm serious. Yeah. I became your fan because I have the same humor. Definitely not the age. I'm glad that. I'm glad. Because like I totally understand why humor not being everybody's thing. Because I have such stupid humor, but they like the joke is always me. I'm never making fun of. Well, if I'm making fun of you guys, it's really just I'm making fun of Jace, Captain, Afterbirth. You know, the usual suspects. There's a point in time when my friend gets started imploding like mid-COVID, and we all went to hang around just to be outside for after we started for. Oh, I'm so glad. See, it's so much easier when you just explain things to each other, especially in person. Online is so hard, especially calls too. Or sorry, calls can help a lot too. That's why, like, whenever I have an actual fight with someone, I'd rather call them. Kind of related, I had a beef with someone on my Twitter alt, and the craziest, most unbelievable thing happened. We solved shit in DMs. I know it sounds like fairy tale, but it's true. Real? That's so good, though. I'm so glad. See? When people are willing to actually discuss in normal ways. The worst is when you think you've solved something with someone, though, and they go around and they, like... Apparently, you didn't resolve it, and they just tell Twitter everywhere, or they complain about you or shit talk you still. But I do think it's funny when, like... That's why when people do have a beef with me on Twitter, I try my best now to be understanding, compassionate, or like to be funny. Because I'm like, if I respond to their vitriol with vitriol, then we just create a bigger fire by adding gasoline. And I want to make the online space better. I want it to be a space that I would want to occupy, right? But I also don't blame people if they don't do that, because it's so hard to be the bigger person. And I don't think you should have to be every time, but we all go on VC and say stories to each other and Astro Guard. Oh, that's so sweet. I love being made fun of. Good. You're the real M. Only you could bring up Pornhub during a heartfelt moment. Stop. That is true, yeah. What about those PH videos where the title's normal, but the content is also normal? So I like that too. I like that. You know what I like is I like how people use the hub as like just a site to upload videos sometimes. Sometimes it's just a site to watch anime. Eto bleh. Your favorite thing. You picked that up from me, didn't you? I'm trying to figure out whether I enjoy you because you're funny or if you're close to my age. We're both 21. We are 21. We're all 21. Yeah. I mean, it could be both. Could it be because I'm really funny and that we're all both 21-year-olds? Now, you don't typically actually say slurs in the Discord unless we're on a reclamation commitment. You're so naturally... Oh, you're so nice to me. Why are you so nice to me? Guys, you can be as funny as me if you just read Homestuck. Read Homestuck in your formative years. And also... read Homestuck in your formative years. And also watch bad Let's Players. And... and watch Ludwig. You do that, you have a perfect cocktail of my humor. It's really hard to be the bigger person. I'm 150 pounds. That's a lot. It's just it's terrible. But I tweeted my alt. He saw it. They tweeted about me in public sound. They tweeted, and then we beefed about it. He said, okay, let's go DMs. Then we just talked. It's like that easy. That's so nice. Actually talking to each other. 9 plus 10, 21. This is the most read impossible thing to listen to while playing DK. Is the new Donkey Kong or is that different DK? I haven't celebrated my birthday since I'm 21. That's crazy. There's no way. I already watched Bad Let's Play. My favorite. You know, I thought about recording some videos offline playing games, but I'm like, that's work. I hosted my farm page and watched Bad Let's Plays. When do I get funny? Did you get dropped on the head as a baby? You gotta do that too. Don't tell me, Rina, I will go. You can't! It's not possible to read Homestuck anymore. It's so broken. The site is so broken. Are you ready for the Homestuck show? No, it's gonna be so bad. I have no idea how they're gonna translate. I have no idea how they're gonna translate the pester logs. Because they're so long. The pester logs are so long. Yeah, then you don't get addicting to brain tar off Smash stuff. I did hear good things about it, but I don't know if I feel like... Because the only DK game I played was Donkey Kong Country back in the day, and I feel like I love the jankiness of it. And I feel like if I play the new game, it'll overwrite those memories a bit. I warned you about 2009. Don't you dare give Nintendo any more money. What can I do? They make all the Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons games are on the Switch now. What do you want me to do? They have me by my dick. It's the Puppet Master who controls my dick. I already watched Love League. I know you saw him playing a difficult game of Climb. That's as bad as Love. That's so rude. Played on PC, pirate them. But I want to support the game developers who are... Nintendo's just a publisher. Because before, we never knew that we'd get a Rune Factory 5 because they went to... Because Neverland, I think the studio was before, they went bankrupt. So, you know, I don't want the series to die again. I split my head open as a toddler and needed stable. Maybe it went too hard. Maybe too hard. It went out the other way. Maybe your head just like split out the other way. Maybe part of your brain is in your ass. Further read The Loud House Revamped. You know, I was a bit too old for The Loud House actually, so I don't know a lot about it. Can Loud House with their voice acted read along. That's so interesting. From what I've seen, the new game does a lot of nods to old stuff. They give some stuff for all DKers. Interesting. Interesting. Did you guys ever watch the Donkey Kong cartoon? I don't know if this is like beyond your age, but there was a DK cartoon. And I remember loving it as a kid. You know what the Loud House Revamped is? No, I don't know what the Revamped is. I assume it's, what, is it like a fanfic or like a reanimated or recut version of the show? I'm a Splatoon fan, stuck Nintendo. Basically, yep. Oh, I also watched Little Big so long ago, he was still trying to speedrun the Poke. That's crazy. You're even more of a Dead Hard fan than I am. Dead Hard. Die Hard. Jesus Christ. Nintendo may be as evil as they come, but damn, I love me. I know. I watched a Sonic Boom. Does that count? What is Sonic Boom? I'm gonna look that up. What the hell is Sonic Boom? Like, I only know that from Guile, who's left the... who left the chat already. What is this? Is it about Sonic? Oh, it's about Sonic? Oh, I see. Can I be flying off a cliff? I don't know memes. I'm like 70 years old. Switch to shiny hunting is fun as hell. Switch to shiny hunting? For which game? Like playing Scar Violet on it? Next you'll say you watched Sam and Max. I actually don't know what that is either! You ever watched... I don't think I watched Sonic Boom at least. I don't think I watched any... To be fair, I only had the basic cable package, so a lot of the really cool TV shows were not on those channels. Cartoons cut bad videos. Oh, you don't know... I don't! I feel bad. I was never a Sonic girly growing up. Because it was also on game systems that I didn't own. Like, the early Sonic games were on, like, what? The Dreamcast and, like... Nintendo systems I didn't own. My first Nintendo system... Well, no, we had the SNES, but that was, you know, different. And then my first actual Nintendo system I owned myself was the DS Lite, I think. Terrible games with a very good TV show. Interesting. The writers put in a bunch of Sonic games. Oh! I think you're too old to have watched Sonic, but probably, yeah. Yeah, Scar Violet. Just walking around, I found like 5 shinies, even more outbreaks. Oh! I used to do shiny hunting in Scar Violet too. That was really fun. My white whale was, I really wanted to shiny hunt for a Pachirisu because the pink Pachirisu is super cute and Pachirisu is my favorite. But it was too hard. You got the longest piece of English. Oh, it's a fanfic! Oh, is it a fanfic? It's a really long fanfic, right? Close to what you would watch. Yeah, Sonic X I've heard of, and I think I watched a few episodes. 21. Also, DK animation reminds me of reboot graphics. Yeah, the really janky, the era of janky 3D cartoons was so good. Like, I think that the new stuff is like, it all looks like it's made in like, it all looks like they're all modeling off of like the Frozen models. You know what I mean? I don't like it. Like, I saw the new Wings Club. I saw stills of the new Wings Club. I'm like, why does it look like Miraculous Ladybug? Everything's just saying. I need that jank again. Give me Laura Croft, like, 3D polygon boobs, you know? Super self-aware, I love it. They had boosted odds outbreaks for a bunch of put clones, including Peacheries. Really? Damn it! Well, it's not like I can play the game anymore. I don't know, I'm pretending I care. I think it's because I want to collect the Pokemon and pass them on. Because I finally transferred, a few years back, I transferred my Pokemon from my Pokemon Gold. I transferred all of my Pokemon from my old games when Pokemon Home launched. So I transferred my Pokemon from Pokemon Heart Gold. I transferred my Sun Moon Pokemon. I transferred a bunch of... Oh, I transferred some of my Black and White monsters too. And And I transferred them all over, so they're all in my PC box in Scarvio now, I think. Is it Many Furries Gateway? I think so too. I think so too. I was like that they remain MMD. Yeah, like really shitty. I love that shit. Shakes fist angrily. I never watched the Winx Club. Was a little bit too past my time, but I always wanted to get into it. Yeah, the new Link's just not hitting the same. The last thing I did at Scarvo was Shiny Hunting for Shiny Garbo. I'm waiting to replay the games with that as my start until I get switched to the game. That's the thing. People like say, okay, here's the thing. Scarvio had so many bugs and played like shit, but it was so fun. It was such a fun game to play. It just played like shit. So like, I heard the experience on the Switch 2 is a lot better. Winx Club I love, except the... See, what I watched when I was younger was not Winx Club. I watched Tokyo Mew Mew, but I also watched, or read, I didn't watch the cartoon, I read a bit of, Witch, which is Italian. It's Heart Gold, right? You can't transfer the... Yeah, Heart Gold. Made to compete the K-pop Demon Hunters, not sure, but I can see that they're all going, again, but I think they're all like basically inbred versions of like Elsa, you know? Just keep Rina away from fusing Sonic and Pikachu. Did you guys ever read Pika Senmeichu? Anyway, still good. I watched recently. Maybe I should. My first time she loved Winx Club, so I had to watch it. Oh, I see. It was good. The gameplay looked awful. The thing, okay, here's the thing. If you're a person who actually cares about competitive Pokemon stuff, like actually like the battle being like, you know, competitive gameplay with the battle and stuff like that, I've heard that people aren't super happy with how they did it, but I'm like a super casual. Like I don't do PvP. I just play the game and I beat the final gym. I beat the Elite Four and I become the champion, and that's it. I never play any of the endgame content. I'm sorry to say. Even when half of the endgame content is the content. Like what is it? Is it Black and White or Black and White 2 where like the battle train is basically half the content? Now my copy of Violet on Switch 2 actually runs like properly. That's crazy. Did you ever watch Code Lyoko? I didn't. It was a bit too late for me. Actual locked 60 FPS. Friends say the only thing holding that game back. Every part was good. I don't like hard Pokemon games, but there aren't any. Yeah, to be honest, even for me, playing the new like Scar Violet, and like I'm baby, right? I literally don't do it. Like in Pokemon, all I do is, does this attack do actual damage? If it doesn't do damage, I don't get it. Like I don't care. And I found Scar Violet pretty easy. So I think that, yeah, they should add like a difficulty mode or something. But I heard, you know what? I haven't finished Arceus, but I played it a bit, and I think Arceus is a bit harder. Not the Sonichu. It wasn't Sonichu! I heard it right, because Senmeichu. That's not Sonichu, don't worry about it. Is Sonichu is a character, right? Or like, well, not character, sorry, it's like a lolcow. Is 9 days so much better? Sometimes these things you say truly scare me. Teehee, it's a bleh. I've on the internet for a long time. Bleh. I gotta try out Legends ZA, and honestly, yeah, I might get the frickin' bundle. I wanted to wait until there's a really good deal for it. I might get the bundle when it comes like Christmas time or whatever. First Face Out is a bad webcomic. Yep. Is a time bomb. Try anything that touches this. I read that in my formative years. Am I the Unk? You might be. Well, you might be the Unk. Possibly. Pokemon Zaza. Sounds like a Red Velvet song. It's Chris Chandler. Ah, right. Never finished Arceus because my lazy could not sit there and finish every Pokédex entry. Yeah, I heard that was necessary to finish the game, or like to fully finish the game, right? Spit it. I don't know what that is. I know they finished Arceus, but I'm so sad they didn't give it 60 FPS. Oh, yeah, it also has performance issues. I also personally find, like, I like it, but there's some, like, obviously some... I feel like that's why I'm curious if Pokemon ZA will be good, because I think they'll round out a lot of the rough edges of Arceus. Like, Arceus, I think, does a worse job than Pokemon Scarvio in terms of populating the world. Like, I'll go outside and, like, you know, go to the forest or whatever, and I see, like, 5 Psyduck, and they're all, like, standing in a circle, you know what I mean? Like, they're not very lively, and the fields look so unoccupied. It's, like, short grass everywhere. DLC... Oh, yeah, I heard there was DLC already. Jesus. On Switch, it looked good and was actually fun. I mean, Arceus was pretty fun, so it makes sense. Faithful that likes X and Y, so... I like X and Y, too! I don't know why people hated it, but again, I also am a it's weird to say I'm like casual, because I've played all of the Pokemon games since Heart Gold. I got really serious. I played blue, red, blue, green, whatever. I played a little bit of yellow, and then the next one after that was Heart Gold. So I skipped like a few of the oh no, Black and White. I played it was Black and White before or after Heart Gold, I don't remember. Anyways, so I skipped a few, like I skipped like the Crystal Sapphire generation. Is that the only one I skipped? Oh, Ruby. I didn't. Well, I played a bit of Mega Ruby, but I fucking hate. I hate that region. I'm sorry. I hate water. Sorry, I meant Sprigatito. Oh, the leaf Pokemon. Right. Yeah. You think it's cute? It's the first Pokemon game I played in January. I forgot most of what the game was about. Because it was too easy and they gave you OP Pokemon. That's crazy because Scarvio was really easy. Yeah, that's just like crazy. I got a copy hard gold. I was like, yeah, Pokemon Adventure was so good. It's got Sharper too. It's so fast and ass. No, I just hate water. Like, I hate the fact that, like, I don't like that. I think that in water, you're basically trapped there. Because, like, when you're in water, you're trapped. It's like the grass. It's like the entire thing is grass, and then you're trapped there, and you can't just go to the Pokemon Center because you have to find a point where you can get off the water. But also, there's so many trainers in the water. Also, it's just tall grass and only us trainers. So it's like you're trapped in like a minefield, and you can't just go to the Pokemon Center to revive. I hate it. Oh, am I beloved? I'm sorry, man. I hate it. I wish I wasn't drowned, but I love it for a lot of reasons. I know a lot of people like it, but I hate water. Its looks are pretty high. I think it's cute. Out of my car, not paying attention. All I heard was hello Pokemon. Yeah, we were talking about Pokemon. Look at my 3DS, Nintendo DS Lite, man. I have one too. That was my first Nintendo system, and I think I've owned everything since then. Well, except for the DSi, but I think there's like 3 different DSs. The Islands and Ultraman. Yeah, that's the thing that I feel sad as well. Because I played the original Pokemon Sun, and everyone says that the definitive edition of that generation is actually Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But like, I cannot play the same game again. I'm sorry. Like, I bought and tried playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and I was like, I cannot play the same game again. This is just the same region, and I just couldn't do it. Too much water, yeah. Everything the DSi can. Basically, yeah. I even have 2 3DSs. I have an English one or a North American one, and I have a Japanese one because I wanted to play my dating sims. Actually, you know what? I lied. The reason why I bought a Japanese 3DS is so I could play the Haikyuu game. I wanted to play the Pokemon game, or not Pokemon. So I wanted to play the Kuroko no Basket game and the Haikyuu game. And you know what? I played an hour of each and never touched it again. But my 3DS, my Japanese 3DS is the chopper one, so it's really cute and pink. I've gotten super into Pokemon fan games recently. I heard they're really good too. Yeah, I heard some really good one. Chunky, weird, convex. Oh, the really weird DSs. That's so funny. These days, 3DSs are region free of hacks. Well, my ass was, you know. I also have the slim white PS Vita I bought in Japan. It came with some Otome games. I've played Contest so many times I can't even count how many it makes sense. Basically, yeah. Excellent reasons. Yeah. I bought Moon and stopped playing at the first trial. I got fed up with the literal 1 hour. Yeah, they're pretty bad now. I do think that I don't know. It seems so strange to me that they're adding longer tutorials. Like the fact that in Scarvio... Here's the thing. In Scarvio, they have an entire section where you have to take... Where you don't have to, but you basically have it optional to take all these classes that tell you some basic stuff about Pokemon. They're literal classes, and there's a test at the end of them. And like for me, I played through all of them because I wanted... Because you have to play through those to get to know the teachers and their own storylines. But I was like, this shit sucks. I'm actually attending class. Please do not defend Nintendo. They are a billion-dollar corporation trying to milk every dollar fan. Nintendo Switch 2 is $330. What did I defend Nintendo just now? I don't think I did. I'm just talking about Nintendo. Speaking about Pokemon fan games, I've been playing Pokemon Unbreakable Ties. Oh, I've not heard of that. But I don't know that much about the Pokemon fan games. Maybe on Red, Blue, Violet, they literally tell you nothing. Yeah, they just throw you in there. It's pretty... But I think that Pokemon is really intuitive. I think Pokemon is so intuitive that you can just kind of figure it out. You know what I mean? If I could figure it out when I was a little kid, I don't... Like, if I can just figure it out when I'm a little kid, then I think that most little kids can do that too. You know what I mean? I must be sick in the head that I love those classes so much. I think they're interesting for the teacher storylines, but other than that... I meant yellow. Yeah, I know you meant yellow. Don't worry. Nothing in those games. Well, I mean, there's a lot in those games. I think the thing is that you can say... Here's the thing. You can say negative things about Nintendo as their business practices, but the problem... But you can't say they make bad games. The games are... Like, the games are fun. I think that you can say a lot about the recent quality of their releases, because the core mechanics of their games are still fun. But the problem is that the quality of these are... The quality of them are really bad now, but I blame that as a whole on the production cycle crunch that that has affected all of the game industry. Like, why the hell are you giving companies only, like, developers 2 years to make a new game? To make a sequel game? It pisses me off so bad. You used to get a new Pokemon game every like several years. Now they push them out every 2 years, and it's really, or even every other year, because you'll have a Pokemon spin-off game, and I'm like, you're not gonna make good quality games this way. But it's the crunch, the production cycle crunch in every form of media now, because everything's collapsing on itself. Movies coming out in really short production schedules, video games, TV shows, everything's being forced to lower, like, you know, shorten the production cycle. And obviously when you do stuff like that, the quality's gonna be shit, and you're not gonna make as good games. And it just makes me sad, because we're getting less quality products in the name of chasing profit. Because if you release 4 games in a year, then you're gonna make so much more money than just releasing 2. I'm glad Game Freak is trying some new projects, like within the Pokemon umbrella, or modern day children are dumb as hell. Don't forget that. I mean, the thing is that I think children are as smart as you expect them to be. You know what I mean? If you dumb down material for children, then they will dumb themselves down. Because children are sponges, and they're actually very smart if you give them the chance to prove themselves. Like, let them get it wrong a bit, and then they'll get it right eventually. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're very smart. You just have to teach them. I'm just not ready to drop money on... Yeah, I feel that. I totally feel that. Was supposed to be the... Oh, was it really? So it's calling me the runaway hitch, hopefully be the wake-up call. Yeah, I hope so. It's on Steam right now. How is it? I actually have not heard, like, I'm assuming it's really good, but I haven't heard any proper reviews or anything yet. Nintendo act like people are gonna forget about Pokemon longer dev cycles. It pisses me off so bad. Like, cause I think that, cause Nintendo's, they've posted, like, they kind of, like, tout that sort of, like, oh, we care about making good quality games, and, you know, pushing games to release faster makes them shittier, but even then, they're pushing so many development cycles shorter. Play the Pokemon TCG mobile game where you can open packs from Pokemon cards cycle. Yeah, I used to love the Pokemon TCG game too. I had so much fun playing it. But I my attention span, I can only get obsessed with a game for like maybe like at max a month, and then I have to drop it. Teehee! Switch 2 because it makes Splatoon 3 much smoother than DK fun. I'm glad you're enjoying it then. Back from lurking, I was playing HSR Banami Bread. Hi Civis! Welcome back. Is bread your dinner? The worst thing you can do is assume they're not gonna understand. Exactly. Kids will rise to the level that you give them. So whenever people dumb it down, I'm like, come on, guys. But I will acknowledge that a lot of the kids are dumber now because a degree of it is because of fucking TikTok and social media. It's just ruining kids' brains. But I also think that kids can still rise to challenges. Ever obsessed with Still Sad Murder and played? Oh, damn. Must be really good, huh? Mario Kart World, I might reconsider. Do they do 200cc anymore? Or is it like unlockable mode, or? The show is a good investment for me because a lot of games run better. True. Honestly, I'm getting pilled. Because like a lot of games they release, well, for first-party Nintendo games, they're not going to do that. But a lot of games, they release it on Steam now. And I'm just like, damn. I'm just going to play my Steam Deck. The Steam Deck's great. My Steam Deck runs great, man. But there's so many games that they're not releasing on it. And I'll have to, they'll be exclusive to Switch too. I don't know. Not paying up until make a good game at a good price. I was basically waiting for them to release actual games because the launch titles for the Switch 2 did not impress me. But they've announced a few titles that I have to get, so. Why make games easy when the most skilled gamers I know are literally kids? This is true. I think that the problem is, like, it pisses me off. No, it does piss me off a lot. Because, like, they underestimate kids a lot. Because back in the day, I remember locking in, and my brothers too. We would lock in to beat one boss. We would lock in for 7 to 8 hours to beat one boss. And if we didn't, and like, you know, the sense of glory and satisfaction you got after it was amazing. And you don't get that experience with kids don't have that experience anymore. If it gets hard, they just stop. And I'm like, no, lock in, play this boss for 7 or 8 hours, and discover that you are actually capable of doing it. Steam Deck is awesome. It is awesome. It's pretty good. My only complaint is a bit heavy for my little twink arms, but my car doesn't have to. Probably because extra speed would break the tracks more than they currently. Oh, they're really broken. I heard that the new Mario Kart game is like, it's okay, like it's fine, but it's not innovating. Outside of getting switches for none, I'm probably gonna get a console. Yeah, PC gaming probably. I'm switching to that now. Why should I buy Steam Deck after the Switch 2 came up? That's probably a me thing. That's super fair. I mean, it's good. You should make use of your Switch 2. It's expensive. Worldwide chat, something ain't right. I mean, a lot ain't right. Hi Hakuya! Welcome! Hello Hakuya and the community. What do you call your community? I actually don't know. The bird brains, the haku yabai, the haku cuckoo. I don't know what you call them. Welcome! How did you... Cocooners is pretty good. Hakuya Raido. Welcome, welcome. The Haku Yellings. Haku Yallings. It's long. It's long. The Linglings. Yeah, that's what Two Set Violin calls them. Hello, what'd you guys do for your stream? Welcome, welcome. There are too many options now. For games and stuff like that. It's underpowered for the game I want to play. Oh yeah, you can't, like, I don't think you can play Baldur's Gate on it or anything. I haven't made the name yet. Hi, Rina. Hi, Hakuya. How was your stream? We're just talking about Nintendo and how expensive games are nowadays. I humbly propose Hakuners. You pinned my message from earlier because Lorraine, yeah. I played every good game, trust me, bro. I doubt it. I doubt that. Have you played Princess Maker 2? It's a very good game. Excuse me. Dark Souls and how long it took me to beat the first boss. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, that's the point, right? It's like, you're supposed to test yourself to how good you can be. And if you beat it, you get a really strong sense of satisfaction. Let's play first climb with duo. Oh, I love you, Kinyuna! I love them! How was Mecha Break? Didn't a bunch of you guys in chat play Mecha Break? It's supposed to be really good, right? I played Princess Maker 2. Let's go! Let's go! Princess Maker fans rise! Apparently Princess Maker 6 just came out. I gotta check it out. Magical Girl Daughter. Oh, you got her! Magical Daughter Felicia. Nice! You got her to be... She was like a magical girl at the end or something? And that game's never gone on sale. Princess Maker on PC 98. The original Princess Maker was for DOS, I think. Dude, I was in my formative years trying to figure out how to get, like, run a DOS, like, emulator so that it could get Princess Maker to work. I did anything for my anime waifus back then, man. She's a freak. Why are you calling me a freak? I didn't do anything freaky yet! It's so fire, but you can pick my sister too. You said I can't pick your sister! You said you wouldn't introduce her! Like, Break looks so fun. Like, Break satisfies a little boy me who likes robots. Ah! I see. That sounds cool. I remember I've played a few. I used to play. There were some like random PS1 mecha games I played, but they were like mecha battling. Those are really fun too. Well, thank you for sharing your community, and I hope you're having a good one. Again, don't feel. Again, I didn't say it before. Don't feel the need to stay here if you need to go pee or poo or go eat or sleep or anything like that. And same with for your hakuners. But yeah, if you want to chill, feel free to chill. Hope you're doing well, man. Do you guys ever play Monkey Quest? I don't know Monkey Quest. There's an external part that you edit the in-game variables and configure to get more gold. Oh, really? Damn. Rina's actually being... Yeah, see, I'm being normal. Yet. Yet. Okay. Well, I could be very normal. Armored Core? I don't know what it was. I really don't remember. Because, like, I've told my regular chat this before. But, like, I had this random... I had a binder... An uncle gave me this binder full of games that were all randomly, like some of them were in Japanese and some of them were in English and some of them were like demo discs. So it was like when I wanted to play a PS1 game, I would take that binder and I would pull out a random like Japanese. I'd pull out a random game and it'd be a gacha. So I had a bunch of random Japanese games. I just didn't know what it was. Like I just wouldn't know what it was. So because of that, I experienced a lot of weird PS1 games. And I like Rina Astera streams. You like my streams? Oh my god, you're obsessed with me. That sounds too close to Hakitos. Hokuners? Hakuyalings? There's a lot of mech PS1 games. Yeah, there's like a few. You know what was fun though? That had gameplay. Like I only played a little bit of it. I wish he revisited it, but I think he's obsessed with he's too obsessed with Norman Reedus. Is Zone of Enders. I only played a little bit of the first game, but Zone of Enders had really fun gameplay. Ritual On? Wait, I'm not sure that was on PS1. I don't think I know that one. I played, what were some weird ones? I played Battle Arena Toshiden. I played Tenchu. That's not weird, but I had Tenchu on there. I had Bloody Roar. I had Samurai Showdown. I had what else was on there? I had this Ghost in a Shell game, but I wasn't really sure what the gameplay was. Rina, your vernacular is insane and you're hilarious. Great streams recently. I'll get you just. Oh, thank you so much, Sarjock! I really appreciate that. I think it's so sweet when one of the lurkers like pops up to say hello. I appreciate it and thank you so much for the compliment. Well, you're a smart jock too, so you're probably you have to be, and you're a Rina Astera viewer, so obviously you're very smart too. You have that too? I had a lot of random shit. Just a bunch of random. Oh yeah, you also had that too. That's so funny. Maybe we have the same uncle. Y'all are a bunch of unk. Stop! How old are you? Are you a child? It's a very fun game. Yeah, the gameplay was good. In the Funky PS, yeah. He hasn't fixed it exactly, so I don't think he's gonna visit, like... I don't think he's gonna visit Zone of Enders unless he gets to put, like, Norman Reedus in or Mads Mikkelsen. Great names that know the lore. I'm so aching exhaustion right now. Why are you exhausted? Isn't today supposed to be retirement? Or isn't today your retirement party? Super unk stats, my old age. Then not to listen. That was a roller coaster. Were you here for that? You said. Then I honestly consider it privating or changing the name for the Noctilucent stream because I'm like, this is such a catfish. This is such a debate because it's not Noctilucent. It's barely what's the other game? It's barely the other game, the other Jo Crystal game. 21 by the way. Stop. Kojima should be also included Oshi. Oh, Pekora? Jumping flash, the first person jumping rabbit mech game. I don't know that one. We did have Rayman though. I had Rayman on there. Oh, and we had Gex. We had Gex the Gecko. I love Gex. That was super fun. I still had to drive home. You're not home yet? Oh shit. Oh no, you're home now, but you had to drive home, so that's why you're tired of C. Absolute unk at the right. Wait, I do. 21 unk. You're 21. Oh, I'm 21 too. Was that the game that was under maintenance? Yeah. You can say that about half the games we were trying to play that week. Death Stranding 2 is Kojima going, isn't it so cool to make friends with Hollywood and take a look at all the stuff? I heard Death Stranding 1 actually has good gameplay if you get through it, but I have no idea about Death Stranding 2. All my siblings all day, and also before that I had to move everything in my car from... That's crazy, holy shit. Man, it speaks to your youth that you're able to do multiple things in a day. I have basically 2 slots in a day for things I can do, and then after that, I can't do anything else. Then about Gex... What is Scott the Wasp? People mention him sometimes, and I'm assuming he's a YouTuber of some sort. Brave Fencer Musashi! Brave Fencer Musashi was so good! Dude, the first Brave Fencer Musashi was so good. It was like my first, like, it's not even really open world, it was my first quote-unquote open world game, and it was so fun. And the localization was so funny, and the characters were so fun. And the fact that I couldn't believe it was on the PS1, because Brave Fencer Musashi had so much to do in it. The fact that you had, like, a list of villagers you had to rescue, and each villager would unlock some new feature. And then also the fact that you could collect action figures in that game, and also you had to collect all the different elements, and there were secret bosses and stuff like that, and secret techniques. That game was so good. Too bad to chat over everything about it. Did you guys, I think I mentioned this before, but Dew Prism is one of my favorite. Dew Prism / Threads of Fate is one of my favorite JRPGs. Is the Say Gex game. It's not Say, oh, that one. Sorry, talk about Gex the Gecko. Maybe our bodies are switching ages. Maybe. You're ancient. I'm not ancient! I'm 21! Say Gex into maintenance and crash shows. Well, we went to different Say Gex after. DS2 gameplay looks better, does it? My favorite part of not to listen is the part where the game switches to Five Nights at Fuckboys. Yeah, it does! Yeah, it does! Now, the moving was done yesterday till I can bank like 1.5 things from my day. That's... Oh, okay. Okay, maybe not that young. And soundtrack is GOAT material, and yeah, second one's bad. Yeah, I'm so sad. I hate when they revisit an old franchise I like, and they just like shit all over it. And I'm like, was any of the original development team in this? Rainy, you're so good and you're nerd out. That's everything. It's kind of speaking at 3x speed now, right? Because I'm nerding out. Hear her bones shaking? They're not shaking. Okay, I have lots of fat padding, so it's not shaking. You hear that? Imagine paying 9 plus 10. 21? To find my PM Rina around a read crash out. They're both terrible. Like man, I wish, I don't know if I want them to, but I kind of miss like the era of sci-fi JRPGs. Because you had like, you had Xenosaga, which was like robot lesbians, and then you also had Star Ocean, which they don't do anymore because the games died. But I miss a lot of those franchises, and there was also Wild Arms, which was cowboy. You had so much more variety of JRPGs back then. Now it's all like, now all the JRPGs are like fantasy, and then that's it. Also, Alundra, this was an old one, but this was like, it's not a JRPG. I think it's more along the lines, technically, of like a puzzle adventure game. But it was a horror puzzle adventure game, and the lore of it was so interesting. Anyway, we can compare. You're obviously talking about something you really like when you talk this fast. And it's all you make me embarrassed. Terrible. Anyway, their fans moved on to space MMOs. You're telling me that all of the fans of Xenosaga moved on to EVE Online? It was a lot of fun, especially the original one. I like, I remember, like, I think the only Wild Arms I played was, no, I played a bit of one, but I got stuck because I was a kid and I couldn't figure it. I was a kid and I was too stupid and, like, short attention span to figure out how to get past the puzzle. But I played that one, and I played 3, and 3 had the opening song stuck in my head forever. Not just games, anime and fiction are more fantasy than sci-fi. That's true. And to be honest, as someone, I think that everybody leans one way or the other. You either like fantasy as like you can like both, but I think you either like fantasy the most or like sci-fi the most. And for me, I like fantasy the most. So technically, I'm eating, but I like, you know, sometimes I want variety in my food. You know. Leaves like us get that dopamine hit when we get the chance to yap about anime food games, and I'm here for that. Thank you, Yusei. Yeah. I mean, I like hearing I just like hearing about anybody's passion. When they talk about passionately about something like, I really like to hear how much emotion and care they have in it. That's why I'd love to, you know, one of my favorite things is talk to new people and hear about the things that they're into. Kids want risen social power now, not cool bikes and robots. It's so sad. So sad. It's Game of Thrones' fault. Someone just did a story-based Phantasy Star game remake of the original ones. It's true. I mean, but I don't know if they're gonna do that. It took us so long just to get Phantasy Star Online too. And I think, aren't the English servers dead now? Though they're releasing a new Blue Protocol MMO at the end of October, I think, or next month sometime. I'm excited to try that one because I haven't gotten obsessed with an MMO for a long time. And like, I'd like 14, but it's too complicated, to be honest. It's too complicated. I want my simple anime aesthetics. I basically keep trying to look for a hit of Ragnarok Online, but all the Ragnarok Online games are bad now. I also like fantasy more than sci-fi. Consequences of social media. Yep, our brains are all fucked. Kids these days in their TikTok, their TikToks, and their YouTubes. I require a black eye to appeal to the huzz. You want me to punch you? I mean, I could, but I don't do that for free. It's a specific service I provide. Has it been 3 hours? No way. Last time I looked at the clock, it was 2 hours. Holy shit! What? Did we time slip? Did we time travel? I was going to sci-fi strict because of how much Chinese manufacturing is being. Oh, that's interesting. I was gonna jokingly suggest Ragnarok Online. It don't hit the same anymore. There's gonna be a new Ragnarok Online game that's supposed to be like the original, but I don't think it's gonna be good. You love us, you love us, I don't love you. I just like you for your body, slut. Ugh. Time flies. Neck break, star rail, wuthering waves. I guess I can see that. Yeah, that's true. China is more into sci-fi because even lads love deep space sci-fi too. Yep, it's fun time too. Oh, Adventure Quest. I'm not playing Adventure Quest. I use that too. You're unwell. You need help. I can't provide that help for you. There's this. I have to admit you do look cute, but then you start yapping. I thought the yapping was the cute part. Crazy. Wait, can I tell you about? This is a topic nobody's gonna care about, but can I tell you about the new show I've been watching? That's Def Lads, yeah. This is gonna scare all the huzz, but I've been watching this new show on Netflix. Sorry, I said time slip, it reminded me. It's called it's called Women Make My Ears Bleed. I know, fucking femoids. Whoa! They should stay in the kitchen and cook. Oh. But Star Rail had non-humanoid characters. You want the furries? That's what Zenless Zone Zero is for, baby. I watched this new show on Netflix. It's called Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. And to be honest, I watched K-dramas when I was younger, but I haven't watched them recently because they're all like, oh, dude, K-dramas are terrible now. Every episode's like an hour long at least, or 2-3 hours. And I'm like, how am I supposed to watch 3-hour episodes like 12 3-hour episodes? How, do you want me to die? Do you want me to die? But I started watching this one because the concept is pretty good. I like the concept. Basically, the concept is like a three Michelin star chef gets time slips and gets isekai to Joseon, the Joseon era Korea. And she gets appointed as the king. I think it's king, right, for Korea? The king's chef, and she has to cook her way to freedom. I want robots and aliens. That's more of a Western thing, I think. I think that they don't like them in Asia because it's too ugly. Wuba is great and been having a lot of fun recently. Hope everyone's polls go well. I mean, they have been cooking lately, and Wuba is also more sci-fi leaning, right? Glad to see you still here about it. Hi, Cesar! Welcome! We talked about a lot. We talked about Nintendo, we talked about video games, we talked about MMOs, we talked about fantasy, we talked about old PS1 games. Now I'm talking about the Korean show I was watching. I watched Kim, but I like telenovelas, so maybe I'll like them. They're kind of fun. They're not, I think the new ones are not as dramatic as the old ones, but they have some fun concepts. Yeah, I can only watch the same thing for 3 hours. So look, shut up! It's not the same thing. It varies, okay? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. What's this K-drama called? It's called Bon Appetit, Your Majesty. So, well, I can't spell. Whatever. Something like that. And it's on Netflix. And the thing is that the thing that I really like about it, it basically feels like I'm watching. It has the crazy cooking reactions of Shokugeki no Soma. And it has like some heartwarming stuff. So like every episode is named after a different dish she makes. So it is basically a cooking anime, but it has some, you know, it's my favorite thing. It's a cooking anime or a cooking show combined with political intrigue. I know for some people they hate that stuff, but I love political intrigue, like court drama and all of those politicking, I love it so much. But then they also added every episode involves like a cooking competition or cooking something, cooking with your life on the line. And it's so fun. I love cooking shows. Not to mention, it's really sweet. It was very heartwarming in several episodes because it really talks about how food is like deeply connected with emotions and memories, and how food can really share things with you. Really cool. I'll check it out. Never seen Oh, you never seen a K-drama before? Oh shit. Well, this one's nice. I think it's an easy primer because it's a little funny too. If I see that cat, I think of Kaneko Kitten. What cat? What are you talking about? I don't think you're 21, bro. Playing Genshin and then playing Wuwa is like eating McDonald's and having a farce. Well, Hoyoverse also treats it like it's like they're like this dirty like slut, you know? And they taste fun in every direction. This comment tastes great. Honestly, I have to keep my attention. Aww! I'm glad to hear that. I just have undiagnosed ADHD. And too, I know I won't be able to Genshin anymore. Really? You should come to Honkai. But then again, I like reading Dune. Do you think Dune still holds up reading it now, though? I like this comment. Would you ever cook with your life on the line? Dude, I can barely cook for other people. I cook for myself well enough, and then nobody else likes the food. Good night. Good night, John. Good night, John. Genshin, I only do call with my bro and friends. And honestly, if Sparrow is cool, I would play it more of every other Hoyo game. Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Hoyoverse loves to milk Genshin as it's like... Genshin is like its top... It's like their most popular prostitute at the brothel, and they use it to milk the money of the customers. But it uses the money to treat all of its other girls better, you know? It was fun until they taste Soma's cooking. No, that's the thing that's so funny! Because this cooking show, not to the same degree, but they also have like over-the-top reactions to the food. Their clothes don't come off, but it's still funny. I love that shit. And it was pretty good. I haven't read it since. There's like 7 or 8 books, right? I heard it gets really freaky later on. I'm mostly not Food Wars because the artist used to be... Oh wait, I heard that! I heard that too. Isn't it crazy how you can always tell? It's like how, Ogre... I don't know if you guys know Ogre Ito. Do you guys know him? Or Ogre? He did Air Gear and Tenjo Tenge. But it might be a bit old for you guys. But anyways, the point is, those manga, the girls were drawn in really horny ways, and and he also used to be an arrow artist. I tried to get back into Genshin recently, but man, that game really does not like. Yeah, it's true. What does your Halo do? It's mostly cosmetic, but if you touch it, you'll cut yourself. It's very sharp. Then my first hilarious because I just finished watching the pop. Let's go! I love Apothecary Diaries. God, I love any show or manga or light novel that's hyper focused on one specific thing. So that's why I really like that's why I really like sports anime. I learn a lot about different like worlds. From sports anime to like medicine to cooking, lawyer show. I'm tempted to watch. There's a lawyer K-drama on Netflix too. I'm tempted to watch. Licks your Halo. Don't do that. Your cun will get locked. Your tongue will get cut. Oh, I earned money. Oh shit, I earned money. I got a Steam achievement. I let younger people borrow Dune and they don't have the attention span for it. I don't know if I would either, to be honest. Well, maybe, actually. I used to read some fantasy books. Not a lot. I did read the first 2 Game of Thrones books. So I passed out a little bit. What are we talking about? We're talking about booba. This all applies to rage debuff to any artist that draws it in me. It's not as bad as the clothes. I think the clothes are worse. Please tell me. Ascendance of Bookworm is my favorite. Ascendance of Bookworm is one of my favorites. I freaking love Ascendance of Bookworm. I'm waiting for the new season. When it's come out, it's not coming out yet. They announced it, right? But it's not out yet. I really liked Dr. Stone, but I fell off the wagon. I gotta get back to it. But like, to be honest, when Dr. Stone gets more into like the war stuff, I don't care. I just want them to make cool science. What else do I like that's hyper specific? Oh, I really liked... I don't know if you guys know it anymore, but I really liked Moyashimon when it came out, like a while ago. I think the manga just ended recently, I think. Can you throw like a frisbee? I don't think so. I think it's kind of stuck to my head like a magnet. Well, I can turn it off, but I can't like throw it, I think. As someone part of the kitchen food people be boarding AF. Hoarding is you mean like the chefs or people who like food? Linga. I love it since it's so good, right? See, Dr. Oso is peak on that, yeah. Yeah, when they get more into like the war and like the warring or whatever, I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm just here for the science. I was thinking, I'm waiting for the new season. Well, I'm ready for the animes I like hate. Yeah, samesies. I feel that. Can you throw me like a frisbee? I don't think so, to be honest. I can't. I'm like very weak physically. I said this book, but I've never actually seen it. It's really good if you like if you like that kind of like isekai and like getting into the nitty gritty of like the manufacturing. Like there's not really like combat or like magic or whatever shit. I mean, it's like magic, but like, you know, stuff like that. It's mostly about like the nitty gritty and like, you know, commerce, I guess. You know what I gotta watch? I gotta watch Spice and Wolf because I heard that's a lot about commerce and really interesting that way too. There's a reason why 9% of the time I draw you in a different outfit. Yeah, it's true. My outfit's so complicated. Send his fans chat. Yeah, chef and foodies are horny. I can see that. Honestly, food and all the aphrodisiacs and stuff. Okay, I should end stream soon. I didn't know. I didn't realize we went so long. I was just trying to reach 3 hours, but we were long past that. That's fun. If you have any recommendations for super hyper specific like stuff, I'm your girl. Though there is some stuff I never watched. Like I only read a little bit of Chiayafuru, which I should get into it. I also heard the Rakugo animes are really good. The ones about like the Japanese like theater style or whatever, or Japanese poetry reading or whatever. Yeah, a lot of that stuff. So Sabrina, I'm glad! I had a lot of fun too. Love chatting with you guys. I'm scared for tomorrow. Don't be scared. We're just talking. Just talking and learning. Even reading a sentence as of leaving school. Oh, great! I hope you like it. I don't know how long I passed out, but I came back and you're leaving, so sad. Oh, but we'll be back tomorrow. About every girl for the bar. You know what? I could get into it first, but I sat down and watched it properly with some friends, and it's actually quite good. I need to finish it. Akane Banashi, so awesome. Is that the Rakugo one? My heart is full after tonight. I love Yakushi. Ah, and I love you guys. Sometimes. Had to add the caveat so you guys wouldn't get too full of yourselves, silly billies. That's fair. I'm tired of having a good time. Ah, sweetie pies. I was thinking more of Funeo something. I forget. I was for a little bit. I missed you. Did you miss me, silly? Hi, Topher. I miss you guys too. I always have a good time chatting with you guys. Yum 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 yum. Who should we? You know who we're gonna say hi to? We're gonna say hi since we've been talking about a lot of retro games. Let's go say hi to Mercy. Crying while typing. Yeah, but you cry while you're doing everything, including. I can sleep without an alarm. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, sleep-in day! Let's go! I remember you would never be caught dead saying you. I'm not that evil. I say I love you guys frequently. Oh, maybe you guys aren't here to hear it. Teehee. Hey, so I gotta say hi to Mercy. She's playing, what is she playing? What is she playing? Shadow of Memories. Apparently, it's a retro, like, PSP game. That sounds fun. I've never heard of it. Thanks for thank you guys for coming. Hi, Leafu. And if you guys don't see it, we're gonna go raid Mercy, who's playing a retro game. But I will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. EST, or EDT, I guess, technically. And I'll be giving you guys a lesson about the Omegaverse. Don't know what that is? Well, stay tuned. I'll tell you all about it. And if I don't see you then, I will be back on Friday doing something. I don't know yet. We'll see. Woohoo! So, thank you guys for hanging out and for yapping with me. As always, Otsuyap. Bye-bye.